that better, chat?
If you guys are just now...
Okay, stop working out. Roll out. It's against the rules.
Wow, you really are something, huh?
I'm not even live. Why are you lying?
You really are. You really are something, huh?
You're more like dead, aren't you?
You sound horrible.
Oh, I just threw up. That's why.
Stop throwing up, man.
I had 2 ciders.
You had 2 cider in a row? What's wrong with you?
It was too many.
You can't be eating fucking ciders like that, man.
That's crazy.
Anyway. Hello, everybody. How's it going? You doing all right?
Stop pretending you're streaming.
I am I'm literally live.
Just stop.
X-Files
pretending.
fan, what's up? Ohio. How's it going, man? Tristan329 with a tier 1. Welcome. Big Top Game Studios. Welcome. Twitch Prime. Hell yeah. Chris, are you aware of the mod for Halo on Contractors?
What's contractors? Yeah, I don't get that.
Chris, are you aware of the mod for Halo on Contractors?
Is that like tractors that are negative?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. I simply am unaware. I simply do not know. I don't know what to tell you. It's a game on Quest. What?
That's weird.
contractor? The mod for Halo on contract. So you mean the mod for contractors? That is a Halo mod. Right. Is that what you mean? Is that what you're intending to say? I'm very confused. Contractors VR. What the fuck is this? Halo. Okay, so this is just it's a Halo mod, but okay, so yeah, whatever. That makes sense that somebody would have eventually modded a Halo skin into a VR first person shooter. That's cool. I just don't think I don't know, just you know. I feel like I don't know if Halo is necessarily a great VR game. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't seem like one that would be all that great. Chris, you seem like the type of guy to not give less of a shit that the Queen is dead. Am I right? Well, I mean, it has no impact on me.
Wow, that's so callous, Chris.
I mean, I barely care when a president dies. You know, like, and even that's like kind of like whatever. You know, it's like
When you go burn down a rainforest, it's gonna be like that. Yeah.
Look, if you're gonna care a little, if you're going to care at all, you can't care about everything. It's impossible. You can't go around You can't go around crying at every single person who dies, because then your tears mean less. And it's a whole situation. That is my philosophy, absolutely. Can't go around caring about everything.
You're allowed to care.
You can't go around caring about everything.
That's just what you think. I don't know.
Why do you sound so, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
You sound so fatigued. It's insane.
I haven't slept in like 3 days.
Go to sleep.
Oh, I'm coding. I need to do the
You're
code.
coding? Stop coding. You know, the only thing you're coding is you're coding yourself in a layer of just depravity is what you're doing.
You're such a disgusting beast is all.
You need to go to bed. You need to find yourself a place to sleep.
Did I ask for your opinion? I don't think I did.
The Queen liked to code. The Queen loved to code. It was one of my favorite things about her. Always in her royal chambers coding. Let me go ahead and... Are you playing that dumb, obscure Halo mod to appease the royal family? No, I'm not going to be playing any VR stuff. I don't even think I can stream VR stuff with the current equipment I have right now. I need to get a specific cable in order for that to work. So probably not going to be doing that. Let's see. We're not going to be streaming for super long today. Just kind of wanted to pop in and chill, hang out for a little bit. But the Queen used to make Minecraft mods. So true. That was like to the tail end, to the very end, to the bitter end. That's all she was doing.
I'm just saying, you can't prove that she didn't make Minecraft mods. Realistically speaking.
Yeah, no, I mean, you couldn't prove that she didn't. You know? Although you could make a pretty educated guess. Do you have a rough ETA for the new video? It's done. It's a matter of sponsors. So like I have to make sure that the sponsor agrees, you know. It's a whole thing. But it's not up to me right now. I mean, I could just post it without the sponsorship, but then I would have to find some other video to like make real quick and then like attach it to this because it's a deadline thing. So it's a whole ordeal. But even to this day, I have still not, even as late as I am to this Halo subject, I have still not seen a video that suggests the things that I suggest in it. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. You guys remember when she wrote the code for Facebook and Zuck stole it? Yeah. When the Queen invented Facebook. If the Jamaicans don't like the British, why is that area in New York called Queens? It's so stupid. That is such a layered, dumb joke. You saw the news that Amy Hennig is making a Marvel game? Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that turns out.
Could you imagine if you like had a podcast and then you said, "Yo, nothing happened this week" on the podcast? Wouldn't that be really weird?
It happens all the
That'd be
time.
really stupid.
I'm just gonna start saying it all the time, even when things do happen, because we have this absolute curse that follows us, where we cannot record an episode without world-shattering events happening the day after, and it's always when we say nothing happened this week. So I'm just gonna start saying nothing happened this week, and then I'm going to trigger a bunch of world-shattering events. So you better watch your fucking back for the next several years. Every week,
the second pandemic's gonna start.
yeah, every week, you should be writhing in fucking fear of what awaits you.
Are coming.
Because I'm coming. I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Where are you from? Chat, where are you from? It depends. That's a multi-layered question. I'm from New York.
Have you tried not being from New York?
I've tried. Doesn't work. Chris said nothing happened this week on September 10th, 2001. Probably, honestly. It probably was an incredibly boring week up until then.
I did actually really like your tweet 9 years ago.
That is wild to me. That is insane. I mean, I've made jokes about the Queen on Facebook, so I guess, like, I'm sure, like, at least one of them would have been bound to be, like, vaguely adjacent. And even this one's not entirely accurate, but it's, like, it's pretty fucking...
Oh, it's pretty close.
It's pretty weird. It would have been weirder. It would have been weirder if she was hospitalized on the day on September 8th and did die on 9/11. That would have been crazier.
I'm just saying, I think she read your Twitter and was like, "Oh, that's
a good idea." Yeah. She misjudged she misallocated the time, though.
Yeah, she had to wait 9 years, so she was ready, you know?
Yeah. That's
how long it takes to say the goodbyes.
Yeah, because she's so old and feeble that it just took her a long time to get from place to place to say goodbye.
I mean, like...
She started this process ages ago.
She was like a crab, to be honest. Like, she's biologically immortal, but she chose to die.
I'm surprised you're not crying. You're British, right?
Well, I mean, but by law, but not by birth.
Right, by law.
By law. I'm a dual citizen. Don't look down on me.
Oh, look at me, dual citizen.
Hey, look at you. You're
look at me. I have dual wielding. Cool.
W streamer.
Hey.
Dual wielding is cool.
AOV. I'm dual wielding citizenship. AOV 97. Welcome for the tier 1 sub. Have the internet people came by yet? What do you mean? What are you saying? What does that mean?
Do you have good internet? Is what he's saying.
Oh, they're supposed to be coming today. So I'm streaming until that happens. Although I have seemed to notice that the problem gets worse at the end of the day. So, like, even if they do come and they do fix it, I'll probably just, like, start streaming earlier. Because I've been getting up super early. I've been getting up super early for the gym anyway. Streets behind with a tier 1 sub. I like that. Yeah,
you got to be streets ahead, though, I feel like.
I like that. Welcome. I appreciate you very, very deeply, streets behind.
What's spicing?
What's up, Ren? I guess.
I guess.
So I just heard you say that it gets worse later in the day.
Yeah, the internet connection.
Because that's when people get on.
Yeah, well, it's also because the heat of the day is worse towards the end of the day, so it puts a lot of stress on the nodes.
Oh yeah. I am pretty positive that this heat wave does not help, because right now what's happening is insane. Like right now, the sun is not out right now. The sun is behind a thick layer of clouds. It is 98 degrees Fahrenheit.
And yet you sound fantastic.
Well, I feel pretty good.
I'm just saying, if Mr. Freeze was real, even if he did villainous stuff, he'd probably be a superhero. Right?
He would.
That's all I'm
I
saying.
feel like he could be an anti-hero in some way.
I'm just saying, like, he just goes around giving people ice cream when they
I
hit.
still maintain that Superman not taking the ice caps and like lifting them out of the ocean is a really selfish thing. But
Why would he do that? That's the wrong. What do you mean?
it is absolutely the right thing to do.
That's not gonna fucking solve global warming.
It's gonna solve a lot, though. It's gonna be a fucking massive. It's gonna be a massive, massive band-aid.
I don't think anything what you're saying is
You
true.
are out of your mind. The whole problem is that the ice caps are melting, and you don't think getting rid of the ice caps would help.
It's not like that's gonna make the fucking planet colder.
Well,
but it's going to prevent the fucking oceans from rising as much.
you could pull the ice.
Also,
caps
there's a bunch of
out.
ancient fucking diseases frozen in there. Probably not great.
That's why we gotta take them out and then drop them in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Yeah, the Sahara's
Yeah.
gonna be like a fucking resort.
Yeah, it'll be great.
The sun's going to explode in a few billion years. If you got rid of the sun, it would save us all from exploding. It would. I think it's a wild comparison, though. That is an insane comparison.
You're insane. Don't say that.
I think we should just send Tom Sweeney to the beach with a straw and have him drink it. The ice caps?
You think you could drink the ice caps?
Water.
Can you drink an ice cap? Is a question that like I didn't anticipate to be asking. Melt the ice caps. All the extra water will just fall off the sides. That's true. Breaking news: millions of penguins left homeless as Superman threw their home into the sun. Penguins are worth the. I mean, look. Penguins are a phenomenally pathetic animal, and I don't think we would miss them all that much. We have those movies. We have like Happy Feet. We got March of the Penguins. We're fine.
I guess that's true.
We don't have like March of the Pangolins. You know, like they're on their way out. I'm pretty sure, just based on how fucking obscure they are. We don't have like March of the Dick Dicks.
What are you saying right now?
A dick dick. You've never seen a dick dick?
Are you okay? I feel like you're having problems.
No,
right now.
It's an animal.
Yeah, it's an animal.
It's a dick.
It's a dick dick.
Yeah.
I feel like there's wrong things.
I'm not kidding.
But it's a dick.
I'm not asking if you're kidding. I don't think I asked them.
A group of penguins are gonna jump you? Yeah. Good luck getting here in the 98-degree cloudy skies. Penguin's gonna fucking melt. I did once. My pastor told me to keep it to myself. That's a lot. It's a lot to process. If Superman is so good, why doesn't my boss pay me more? Dick dicks are so cute. Dick dicks are creepy, man. I don't know. I don't like them. I don't like that. I don't like the scale of. I don't like the scale of the animal versus the basic phenotype. Like it just doesn't feel like it works. It's kind of like, I don't know. It'd be like if a spider was 40 pounds. You know. Like it's like I don't like that they're just like these tiny weird looking deer.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's just a deer. I don't know what you're saying.
No, but it's like a fucking awkwardly small deer.
It's a weird deer.
Like to a degree where it's like it looks
it's called a dick for some reason.
It looks like a fantastical man shrunk it. Like a man in like a robe with like really whimsical intonality. Shrunk it for some nefarious or, you know, benevolent purpose. It's very
You
very
mean like Magic Man from Adventure Time?
Yeah, it just feels wrong. Like it just doesn't feel right looking at it. It's like it's a scale issue. You know?
Oh, it's the Sween machine.
What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about dick dicks. Do you know what a dick dick is?
No, I don't.
They're like those tiny. Oh, I love that you're echoing. We're talking about those tiny. We're talking about those tiny. They're like, I don't know. They're like pygmy deer, I guess. Is the best way to describe it.
Like tiny little deer. Because it's a deer and it's tiny.
It's a tiny deer. Yeah,
Wow,
I just
it's
got back from the
actually
gym, so I
tiny.
feel actually like a person. It's crazy.
So they weigh 8 pounds. That's insane.
They weigh 8 pounds. That deer weighs less than my dog. What the fuck is that?
Your dog weighs more than 8 pounds?
Yeah, my dog is 8.1.
That's crazy. Your dog is. I can't believe your dog weighs that much. It's so small.
She doesn't. I'm lying, but that's still a
They're-
small. That is
Okay,
a
that's
small.
impossible.
That's still a very small deer.
There are babies that are heavier than that.
There
Yeah.
are human babies, God willing, who are significantly heavier than a full-grown deer type animal. That is stupid.
Yeah.
That is dumb. Granted, that baby doesn't have like a great, doesn't have great chances, but still not ideal for the deer. Chris, did you hear about the new Pokemon? Shut up. Ouchie Wawa is not a fucking Pokemon.
It's not. That was a good bait, though.
That was good. That was a good joke. I get it, but like,
Hey, they got that Fido Pokemon.
yeah, Fido.
Yeah. Because
How long is a Dick though? Look it up. Dik. Stupid name also.
Yeah.
My favorite animal is a cock. That's not real.
There's a titmouse and a blue-footed booby.
Oh
I think
yeah.
it's actually an
Why are
Australian animal.
tits and boobies birds?
I don't know.
Is that why Australians refer to women as birds?
Could be on to something.
That's a fit bird right there. Fucking weird slang. Imagine wanting to fuck a hollowed boned creature.
That.
Hey, as a hollowbone person, I take offense.
You can't take offense to that. Your queen is dead.
I'll be right back.
Shut the fuck up. You can't do anything right now. Your queen's dead.
Got him. Longest game of chess ever. Shut up, D, you bird. Yeah, I love how bird is an insult over here, but it's just like a term over in the UK and I think
Is
Australia.
bird an
I don't,
insult?
no, if you're calling somebody a bird, it's usually because they look like a bird. Like they're either thin and lanky and they have like a big nose or something.
Yeah,
I
That
never
is-
heard bird once.
but that's also insulting.
You never
here.
watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
In context of the UK, at least. Never heard bird.
Oh,
I
you
heard
really?
bitch.
You've never
I
heard
bitch a lot.
You've never heard fit bird before?
I heard
Yeah,
bitch.
that's kind of weird to be
I heard
honest.
bitch a lot. But that's because I was in London. That's why.
Yeah.
They just talk like other people from other places.
I guess.
I heard bitch and I heard the C word a lot.
And that's because those are insults. You're probably
Well-
probably just around people insulting women as opposed to just like talking about,
Your sister.
huh?
So I don't
Yeah, I don't know what like. I think your family just swears a lot because I just went through central London and I didn't hear anyone call anyone else a bitch. You know. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, bitch is not common British slang. I'm pretty sure in comparison to over here.
Yeah.
I think it's more common here, but I don't think it's exactly uncommon over there.
I mean, it's significantly
Yeah,
more
I don't
common
know.
here. We have a native, you know.
Bitch. That's a funny word.
That was his cue to speak, but he didn't. So I guess I'll keep talking. Cunt is really common. Yeah, cunt is super common. There's no way. There's no way Prince Charles's ears will fit on our money.
I heard bitch a lot.
Yeah, but you just. I'm not gonna say anything. I won't say anything. Don't worry.
Hey, just because your family says it a lot doesn't mean it's that common. You know?
That's what I'm saying. I just heard from there a lot.
That
That's not everybody.
that would make sense.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not just trying to subtweet but badly, so you should just say it.
What do you mean? I'm just saying I'm just saying it's a more common term in certain, certain places, in certain certain families.
That's true, I guess.
What are you eating?
Yeah, what are you consuming right now?
My sins.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
Doesn't seem like there's a
We
lot
can
of
do
them. So you skimping?
I'm chewing, bro.
I'm chewing, bro. I'm chewing on my sins. Anyone who says cockwomble should be executed. What is that? I love how British slang. I love how some certain British slang just sounds like children's show cartoon characters. Cockwomble? What is a womble?
I mean, if you know, you know. You
I
know?
like Muppet as an insult.
I do like Muppet.
That's very funny.
Muppet is the best insult that's come out of Britain, I think, because it's just so it's very vivid. I think, because like when you think of when I think about a Muppet, I think about Kermit like flailing his arms and like screaming at the sky like a fucking idiot. Yeah, and his like arms are all noodly and shit. And I just think like that's so good. Wanker is top 5. Wanker is like bottom 10.
Yeah.
Wanker is a bad insult.
Muppet is definitely
Because even in the accent that it's supposed to be said, wanker in English sounds, in American English sounds like shit, but like even in normal British English, it just sounds like.
Y'all just said that bollocks is good. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like bollocks.
It's twat. Twat's the best one. Cunt's very good.
Yeah, but cunt's not exactly. It's just more common over in.
Boy, cunt.
Cunt's not really like British so much as it is just like more acceptable over there. Like it's more of a slur here in
I like
comparison.
Wasteman a lot, but
Which is wild because I've been saying cunt on the internet for fucking ages.
Wasteman is my favorite. That's such a fucking funny ass insult.
What?
Wasteman.
What is that?
Yeah, that's pretty common.
I've never even heard that.
Who thinks they're a bitch?
Oh, so that's why they don't say bitch.
But they say bitch, but I hear Wasteman
I
a
don't
lot.
think they say bitch, Kings. I think your family says bitch.
Nah,
I don't
100%
like.
they say bitch,
I honestly like. I've absorbed a lot of British media over the last like several years of being alive, and I genuinely I'm struggling to even think of a single
They say
instance.
bitch because one, I know often in British music they say bitch.
British rap.
What?
British rap there.
Rap. Well, bitch is just a commonplace in rap in general.
Yeah, most people here aren't rappers.
I guarantee you, if you took, I guarantee you, if you took the word bitch and like compared it to every genre of all music, it's in rap like by like a million miles more than every other genre.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's probably why. You know, bitch isn't really a satisfying rock lyric. It's just like it doesn't sound as. Just sounds out of place. I feel like in most rock.
I mean, most people aren't paying attention to lyrics in rock music in the first place, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be brutally honest.
I mean, most people aren't really doing that for rap either. To be real with you,
That's so not true. But at the same time, you might
that's
think
so
that.
not true. You think people were like? You think everybody bouncing to fucking Kendrick Lamar's fucking "Damn" in the club really cares what the fuck he's saying?
That's totally why Damn is played in the club a lot.
You're out of
You're
your fucking
humble.
mind if you think people are
You're-
dancing to
you're
the message of
humble.
"Damn."
You're humble.
You're out of
You're
your fucking
Chris.
mind.
Shut up. You're wrong, Chris. Chris, shut up. Chris, no one is
You're
playing
losing.
all of Damn in a club. That's so stupid.
No, but I'm talking about be humble. You think anybody gives a shit?
You say damn. Say the right phrase.
You
They're
think?
like me saying no one's playing Sirens Call in the club.
No, but
it's
you,
like, nigga,
no,
of course not.
no. I'm sorry, Sweeney. You're losing your mind. Like nobody's dancing to rap to the message. No one's doing that. No one's listening to man. I wonder what he means by drop it like it's hot. I wonder what he means.
Chris, no one is dancing to rap music that usually has a message. Usually, no.
No.
The people that are listening to rap music, a lot of them want a message.
No, but that's
A lot of
the
them.
different context. We're talking about the context of people in like clubs and shit versus like just listening to it.
Hearing it in general, Chris. That's where I'm coming from.
You really
You
think?
changed the clubs.
Do you think?
You changed it. You
No,
changed it
because that is how most people will hear music now.
That's not true.
I mean, I guess aside from Spotify and shit.
Chris, that's crazy.
What?
White people don't go to fucking clubs. That's insane.
Wait, what'd you say? White people don't go to clubs? What'd you say?
A lot of people don't go to clubs, Chris.
What I'm saying is, if you took the average person listening to Rage Against the Machine, right? Chances are they're going on like I would say like 60-40, where like 60% of people are listening to it because it's like, this goes fucking hard, and then 40% of people are like, I like what this is. I like what this says. And I feel like with rap, it's probably a very similar thing. But the thing is, rap and like most of it is played in venues, whereas like rock just really isn't.
Not anymore. But I'd say.
And if you're going to a concert for rock specifically, like you probably actually do know what the fuck they're talking about. And the same thing with the concerts for rap, by the way. Rage Against the Queen?
I guess you're dead.
I mean, it's not really that difficult now, but.
Dude, it's crazy how the Queen died.
I mean,
and one of my friends was like, it was my birthday, and no one cared about my birthday because the Queen died. I was like, damn, happy birthday.
It was your birthday?
One of my friends, not my birthday. My birthday's in April.
Whatever. Big deal.
That's a hell of a birthday present to get, though. Come on.
Yeah, happy birthday. The Queen's dead. I'm faded off the walk with this shit, bro.
That shit slaps.
That
bro.
was funny. That killed me when I heard
it.
I'm faded off the walk with this shit, bruv.
Hey, Rob, you good slime?
You good slime. That video is not funny, but that part is.
That video is not funny, but that moment is really funny. That little segment.
The idea of that conversation is wonderful. I'm just happy.
What does slime mean in the UK? Marin, what does slime mean in the UK?
Oh, I don't fucking know. That's not that common, to be honest.
Really? I know. That's like a subculture word, I feel like.
I mean, slime is obvious. I mean, it's obviously you can deduce what slime means.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, bud, or whatever. But
Because
that's like
here it means you're a gang
I've
member.
also never heard faded off the walk, though.
I've heard faded.
I've heard faded, but I don't know what the walk is.
The walk.
Well, yeah, it sort of makes sense, you know?
I'm faded off the walk. You good slime.
Slime is prime British cuisine.
I thought that was the
Someone
only.
who was your
British
best
cuisine.
friend and is like family, apparently.
Who?
Slime.
Oh, yeah. Because it's hard to get rid of?
Because slime means gang affiliated in the Americas. So I wonder what it means over there in other places. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of it being in American, like any form of media referring to gangsters.
It's in like gangster rap. Like southern gangster rappers say slime.
That's a very specific subculture.
Yeah, that's
It is.
I wouldn't say in the Americas slime is associated with gang.
In America, the slang for word slime means that. You're not gonna.
Let's look it up actually. Urban Dictionary.
If you go to like
Urban Dictionary has democratized a lot of this stuff.
I do find that really funny that Urban Dictionary is like fucking.
It's the People's Dictionary.
Yeah, there we go.
So according to Urban Dictionary, slime is your dog, your ride or die, someone who's willing to do whatever. So it's like, hey, what's up, slime? So it's like friend. Then it's the second definition is a cool ass person.
That's crazy.
What the fuck is this? Some nasty ass shit made of borax and glue. Oh, that's just literally slime. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so the fifth definition down is blood gang term for homie, which is hilarious.
Blood gang.
So you're right. That new Halo Forge video dive was cool. Just after you guys said they should talk about Forge more on defining. Well, yeah, I mean it was very cool. I have no doubt Forge is going to be amazing. It's just a matter of like whether it'll launch amazing.
Wait, you put out your new video?
No, I did a podcast on Colin's network. I joined an Xbox show, to kind of give a take on it. But yeah, I mean, they should talk about Forge more. Forge is the most optimistic part of that game, and it looks incredible. Like you're gonna be able to do pretty much anything in that fucking thing. Like it really is insane. I already saw some people like making AC-130s and shit.
So you can make Call of Duty.
Well, you can do whatever you want. You can initiate. You can like. I think there's ways to trigger it too, based on like
What does that mean?
amounts of kills too. Like in custom games, I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. But like somebody made a saber that flies across the sky that shoots fusion coils at people.
Phew.
And shit like that, and it like there's like a whole there's a whole scripting node thing, and it looks cool. And being able to play actual Mario Kart in it looks dope. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
So somebody made this awesome mode where it's everybody they can't get out of the Warthog, you know, they can't get out of the vehicle. And they're stuck in the vehicle, and they're on the track, and then they have like the boxes that you break for a power up, and then like it corresponds to like an actual power up that you can then aim and use. So like one of them was like a fusion coil that like you can kind of that kind of trails behind you. That's like I guess like a red shell, and you can like press the right trigger, and then it'll fly over your car towards whatever you were aiming at.
It's wild.
It's really cool. Like the custom game scene in this game is going to be fucking insane. It's just a matter of like whether custom games works.
Yeah.
That's my concern, because right now custom games does not work. The files, the custom games don't save. The UI is like a really cumbersome mess. It's very confusing and like really poorly organized. And I feel like that's going to be a huge barrier.
That's crazy.
For a lot of people.
That's crazy, bro.
Will Forge allow custom audio? I don't know. I think so.
Remember when games came out finished once upon a time? That was crazy.
That was a wild time.
That's crazy.
Remember when games came out finished and people were still disappointed in them?
Remember when games came out finished?
Remember when Halo 2 came out with one of the best stories ever, and it had a cliffhanger ending, and everybody was like, this is the worst thing ever.
I mean, yeah, but we were all everyone was expecting the end.
Well, we had different standards back then, really, is what it was. Like, it was just like games that we got were generally pretty good.
Remember when indie games would make bad games, and you'd be like, oh, they're not going to do it, but then you gain more faith in indie games now than they have in, like, proper AAA companies?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I have way more... I know for sure that when I buy Cult of the Lamb, whenever I get around to it, it's going to be a good game. But, like... every AAA experience right now, I'm constantly skeptical of it. Even if a game isn't for me, you know what I mean? I can appreciate a game that's well done and well made that isn't necessarily for me. But that's not even what is happening with AAA right now. It's like it's straight up like, no, this could be a game for me if it ran at an acceptable frame rate and like was finished. Like that's what's frustrating. Is like we're getting these games.
Games are still fun. It's just that the way they go about games is just so.
Yeah, you can still have fun. It's just that they feel so much more incomplete and more cynical than they ever have before.
Too much money now.
That's the problem. There's too much money in it now. There's too much. There's certain expectations that I think are driving developers to focus more on things that don't actually matter. Like I don't really like. Do you agree with Moist Critical's video on 343? I haven't seen it. I mean, I've met Charlie and Charlie's a cool guy. I like him, but I saw one clip of it where he said 343 is the worst game developer, and I was like, not even close. If you're paying attention to the industry, that's not even remotely true.
It is one of the worst handlings of a AAA game.
It's one of the worst. It is one of the most poorly managed game developers without a shadow of a fucking doubt. Like it is definitely like top 10 in that regard. Like maybe top 5. I struggle to think of a company that's maybe even more poorly. Maybe, I mean, it's hard to say Bethesda, but like I feel like Bethesda's like up there right now.
Yeah, Bethesda's kind of like on a knife's edge right now.
Yeah, but like as far as like he specifies worst AAA developer, still a hot take there. Yeah, I still don't think that's true. When you guys, did you play Battlefield 2042?
Yeah, I was gonna say Battlefield was horrible.
Like Battlefield was somehow more incomplete than Halo Infinite still is. Like, yeah, and then you have BioWare who's been floundering for years. Like, there's a lot.
BioWare's gone. They're not the same.
BioWare's a completely different. And dude, like,
yeah.
Not even mentioning some of the developers that are currently just on fire that haven't even shown anything. Like the Initiative right now is like, I don't know what the fuck is going on at the Initiative, but that place is nuclear. I don't know what the fuck is going on. There are people who left Insomniac to go to the Initiative who went back to Insomniac to take a demotion because whatever's going on at the Initiative is so bad. And then you have Blizzard with all the fucking sex assaults and shit. Like, like I don't know, man. Like
Blizzard is bumping, bro.
Look,
Blizzard did the racial raffle. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I didn't know that was
I really need to remind everybody that the Blizzard higher ups years ago had a Cosby suite. Like, I don't know. Like worst developer in AAA in AAA games. Like I don't think that goes to 343. I don't think I think there are so many worse ones, and I really do think. And I really do think that, generally speaking, it's really a management and a funding issue. I don't think Microsoft is putting enough money into the studio for the things that they're trying to achieve. And maybe that's a problem with 343 too. Maybe they're a little bit too ambitious for their own good. I feel like that's absolutely true. I mean, just based on... Because when... In the summer or winter of 2013, when Halo 2 Anniversary was kind of rumored, I really did expect, like, oh, we might be getting a Halo 2 Anniversary. That would be cool. And I was expecting like maybe just the campaign. You know what I mean? Like that was the expectation that I had at the time. And that was the expectation that they had internally as well. But then they were like, actually, we should bring all the games forward to the new console. And actually, you know what would be cool? If we allowed matchmaking in between the game and 8 different engines. And you know what would be cool if we remade Halo 2's multiplayer on top of that and also like got new like cinematics and like paid blur, like, you know what I mean? Like it feels like they get really excited about doing shit that's like kind of beyond their ability, and then they commit to it, and then they're just kind of stuck. Because like, I'm sorry, but like you look at the Master Chief Collection today, they really fucked up with the Master Chief Collection, no doubt, but that is the most technically impressive collection of video games that exists by a fucking million miles. That game matchmakes seamlessly between 8 different game engines. There is nothing that does that. Just straight up.
No one else is doing that.
And
really.
it's incredible to me that that's even remotely possible, because like I don't understand how that I still fully don't understand how that works. And that's, granted, I'm a layman, but it's still hard enough to do that. When Naughty Dog was considering bringing the Uncharted collection into the future, they were like, we're not going to bother with multiplayer. We're not going to bother. We're not going to do it. To be frank, it's different versions of the same engine. Yes, but that is still insane. That is, I don't think game engines are
stitching
wild.
Together different engines.
Stitching together different engines is not like common practice or at least like it didn't used to be at that time. Now it's a little bit more common because now you have like, you know, Unreal being a little bit more collaborative. But like I think right now like Unreal Engine is used in the Master Chief Collection actually to I think it's in the customization screens. So that way it doesn't have to bounce between engines and different engines outside of instances of the game state. It can just like render everything in one engine, and that, you know, it's a technical wizardry going on in that fucking.
I can't
game.
believe you believe that they're not getting enough money.
I
That's the
don't-
only thing I'm like, I just can't believe. I can't believe that
Well,
that
he's-
could be
Well,
possible.
He's saying
I'm
in
objectively.
proportion to what they're trying to accomplish.
But
Not
it's
necessarily.
like I feel like they have infinite money.
They
I
should.
feel like they
No.
genuinely have
Kingston.
money.
Kingston. Microsoft has infinite money.
Yes, but I feel like for Halo, there's no reason why they wouldn't be giving the utmost money to do whatever they want to do.
I would
Because
agree.
clearly, to do the MCC, it must have taken a shit ton of money to fix it, like a crazy amount of money to fix that.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the fact that they're talking. Well, the thing that gave it away. The thing that gave it away to me was they were talking about how like we can't ship. We've decided not to ship co-op split screen campaign, and instead we've decided to focus those resources on other things. To me, I look at that and I say, co-op campaign is important. Microsoft should be giving them the funding to have those additional resources to do that. And right now they clearly don't, because if they did, they wouldn't have said that. There's no such thing as allocating resources in this kind of environment, especially with the gravity that Halo as an IP has. They should not be like, ooh, we're kind of I don't know, who do we've only got this amount of people. Like, no,
I don't
you
feel like-
hire.
I can't
You
believe they're even doing
hire.
that. That's the thing that makes it crazy to me. Like the amount of money that they're making, the amount of money that they have available, the title that Halo has as a game, like I just can't believe that they wouldn't be just giving them like as much as they need to do whatever the fuck they need to do.
Well, I think a lot of it is probably them being like, okay, listen, you fucked. Halo 4 wasn't great. Halo 5 was a pretty big misstep, and the Master Chief Collection was fucked. Maybe internally they were like, we're not going to give you a crazy budget for this.
But that's still,
Which to me
that's
is
crazy.
insane.
That's
To
crazy,
me,
though.
that's insane. But
Like imagine, like that's like the Last of Us game coming out, right? And they're being like, Last of Us 2 is pretty divisive. We're not gonna give you that much.
right. But let me put it this way. I agree, by the way. But let me put it this way, just so you can kind of see it from a different. Imagine you have a company and it's not really all that big. Let's say we have like maybe 3 employees, and one of them keeps fucking up for 10 years.
Sorry.
And then yeah, sorry, I fucked up, sorry. And then they're like, hey, but they're really ambitious, right? But they keep fucking up. And then they're like, hey, we got this really ambitious plan for Halo Infinite, or we got this really ambitious idea for the studio, but we're gonna need more money from you. You're gonna be like, what? Like you haven't exactly been batting 1,000.
Yeah,
Like,
you haven't
and you
proved
want-
that you can handle the shit.
Like
you have.
I think their priority was like, listen, get the multiplayer right. I think that's really what I think. It's like, listen, scale back, make a good campaign, and make a good multiplayer, and then we'll worry about the rest later, because that is the stuff that you haven't done right. And to be fair to them, you know, campaign environmental diversity aside, they did a pretty good job delivering on both of those. And to me, maybe their strategy was, okay, so you got the multiplayer right. The campaign, a little iffy, but still, like, I would say it's on the better end of 343's output. Now we can focus on all that other shit. And I think that was the strategy. I don't think it's a wise strategy. I agree. But I think that's what they were looking at. I think that's how they were kind of deciding how they were going to go about it. It's like, okay, you did a good job with multiplayer. And it's like, okay, good. Now we can start working.
Chat's pointing out that there's a hiring freeze at Microsoft right now.
Yeah. It's crazy. Crazy to me. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I don't think they're the worst developer. I think some of the people there are like some of the craziest. Like, I really cannot understand how the Master Chief Collection even functions. Like, it really is like a fucking. If it wasn't for that horrible launch, that game would be fucking S+ tier, like remembered as like a fucking triumph of sheer fucking technical competence. But they fucked up their first impression for a long time. And so I don't know. It's just an awkward. It's an awkward space to exist in. Sucks. Halo 4 had a higher budget than Halo 3, so they had the resources at the time. Yeah, but that was also their first go, and it was also technically their most feature complete game, by the way.
And for me, it's just the idea that like, why would you do that to the company that has your flagship?
Well, I think internally it's not as much of a flagship as it used to be. It's not Minecraft is technically the flagship because that is, everywhere.
Minecraft isn't why people are buying Xboxes though.
Right.
Know?
Well, they put exactly that's what I said. It's like they put like there are some people I think Paris who he's a games commentator, very cool guy. I like him a lot. But he said like, oh, Halo's not Xbox's flagship anymore. And to me, I'm just like, dude, like it's on the box.
Literally.
Like it's on the box of the console. Like regardless of how much it wanes, like it would be like saying Mario isn't Nintendo's flagship, even though like Sunshine was kind of not great to most people.
We know it's like the idea
like no, that's the flagship. That will always be the flagship. Like
even though Pokemon is their moneymaker, right? Mario's still their flagship.
Right, exactly.
That's
Pokemon is infinitely more profitable than Mario. In fact, Animal Crossing is probably more profitable than Mario at this point. Animal Crossing's stupid. I don't even understand how that game sold as much as it did. But
it's because of COVID.
Yeah.
When it came out, that game like it's not a bad game, but
everybody was willing. But like, yeah, no matter the health of the franchise. I mean, Zelda was struggling for a fucking long ass time. Like Minish Cap and fucking Twilight fucking Princess, those were not it, Chief. You know, that was a rough go for a hot minute there.
Had a tough time.
But that is still, but Zelda is still one of their
flagships.
It's still one of your. I would argue that Mario and Zelda are both Nintendo's flagships. And no matter how popular Splatoon gets, or fucking
Splatoon's popular in Japan, bro.
Yeah, but like no matter how much those franchises wane in popularity or wane in quality, like those will always be the flagships of those. Like I honestly think Sony is the only company that doesn't have a flagship, and that's because they've made a consistent effort to kind of refresh themselves every couple of years.
It might be Spider-Man,
but he can't be because he's, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to be. I think it's an important game for them, but as far as like characters, like it's not a flagship.
Like Nathan Drake. Like Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
You didn't like this? I like every Zelda game. People that like Mario Sunshine is cool because it's very different. That is a bad 3D Mario game. I stand by that.
I don't agree. I like it. Mario Sunshine is personally like my favorite, but I haven't played Galaxy 2.
My favorite is 64 than Galaxy 2.
I haven't played Galaxy 2. I didn't care for Galaxy 1 that much though, to be honest. So I think the cutesiness of like walking around on like tiny planets kind of got disorienting for me after a while, and I was just like, I don't know if I care that much for this. It's a cute presentation and it looks really cool, but like I don't know, I don't like playing it really. Sunshine still has the best movement in the series.
No, it's not.
It's definitely up there.
It's 64. That's wild. That's a bad take. That's a bad.
No, it's definitely better than fucking Odyssey's movement is fucking garbage in comparison.
I wouldn't say it's garbage, but it's 64.
Odyssey. I would go to say like, listen, man, I'm sorry. Odyssey is the worst 3D Mario game.
I would say it's what you call.
And that's not to say, by the way, that it's a bad game, but like, it is so fucking remarkably bland.
I would say Odyssey is not bad at all. I'd say Odyssey is good, but I would say it's not 64. 64's movement is just obscene. Like that game's movement is wild. It's like Smash Bros. Melee levels of movement, and you're like, what the fuck? This game came out in '96.
Odyssey sucks so hard movement wise. It's not as robust as like it's still more robust than most 3D platformers, but like in the context of Mario, it's really
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Because I think Sunshine's movement is so bad because the water jet thing is hard to control, and it's like not a finished mechanic. And like it's the way older games like like if you put like a slightest amount of movement, you like way overshoot what you're doing. Like
I never had a problem with the controls in Mario Sunshine.
You should play it again, dude. Stream that game playing it.
I played it when it came out on the All Stars collection. I played it.
You should
super
stream playing that game, bro. There are gonna be moments where you're like, this is so stupid.
I feel that way about most Mario games, though. There's like a moment in every Mario game that I feel like this is fucking dumb as shit. But I think Odyssey didn't even have one of those. Odyssey, I just remember feeling like completely passionless about. Like I was playing through it, and there's like something about it felt very sterile. It felt very like uninspired. It felt very.
I loved it. But
It felt like a Mario game that anyone else could have made.
I'm pretty good at Mario games. I'm not the worst, and like they're just like
Odyssey was also very easy in comparison. Like it was a very
it was easy.
It was like a remarkably like I don't know. It's fine. I loved Odyssey when I first played it, but I never had the desire to go back. Yeah, like once the magic of it wears off, like I really do believe it's the least replayable 3D Mario game. Because I don't think there's really enough there. I don't think there's enough character in it. I don't think the levels are particularly interesting. I think that sand level fucking sucks. That is
I personally don't think Mario games are very replayable. I know a lot of people will disagree with me on that. I don't think Mario games are very replayable because once you do it, you've done it. You know. Like I like the 3DS one or the DS one because of the fact I got to play different characters, and that was fun for me.
3D World?
No, the 64 for the DS.
Oh right, yeah.
like Sunshine is fun. I enjoy it. But I really think the what is it? The flood mechanic is this. I don't think it's a very well done device.
It's not the most well done mechanic, but I still feel like it's more interesting. It's more interesting to me than the hat is.
100%. No, they could have done more with the hat, but yes, you're right.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's what they're gonna do with the next game. They're gonna really put time and effort into the next one with that. At least I hope. What sucks is that we only got one game for for the Switch, which kind of blows.
It's been a hot minute, but yeah, I don't know. I just it's my least favorite 3D Mario.
3D Saga with 3D Mario. Shut up. Shut up. That's so stupid.
What happened?
That's such a stupid thing to say.
Who said it? Who said what?
Who Corkscrew? What are you talking? What?
3D Sonic is better than 3D Mario? That's wild. That is a genuinely crazy take.
That's weird.
3D Sonic is so bad. It's wild.
3D Sonic is so bad that they went back to 2D to make it bro. That's so good.
Well, they did that. They did that with Mario as well. With New Super Mario Brothers U and Wii and stuff.
They didn't do that to save them.
Right. Yeah. I just think Sonic just doesn't work in 3D largely because I just feel like
because of the fact that the point of what a Sonic game is, it's not a good mechanic for a video game because you're supposed to be moving so fast you can do anything, but you need to be able to see what your character is doing to have a game in general. So like moving really fast isn't conducive for a good video game in general.
I don't know. I think there's ways to do it, but the way Sonic does it is really I saw this one game that was actually really fucking cool. It was like this. It was what I would imagine. It when I saw it, it was like, oh, this is what people who play Sonic think it is. Because it was like the speed was insane, like way faster than I've ever seen anything. But like it's all about like dodging obstacles, but like you see them approaching and you can like adjust your trajectory, and it's all about like I bring this up all the time, but like that scene in Spider-Man 2 where he like twirls through the bridge on the train. It's like it's a game all about like that, and it's like it looked super satisfying. I think it was like an indie project, and I should have bookmarked it. I gotta get in the habit of bookmarking stuff that I think looks cool, but
I couldn't imagine a Flash being played. And just super speed games in general, I think are just bad. I think they're not gonna ever really be great. 3D super speed games are never gonna be great. I stand by that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
They're never gonna be great. I think that Sonic Adventure 2 was the only one that was ever gonna get to that level of like, oh, this is really awesome, and then that's it.
Even that game I find like remarkably unplayable. Like I think that's a
Hard
janky.
to play, but
That
it's
game is a
very, very
janky.
popular.
Oh, I should order food before it gets fucking.
It's very popular. You need the illusion of speed, not real speed. Yes, you can't have real speed because then you're just gonna fucking run into a wall, and I'm like, up, I gotta slow down and get off this. Like Spider-Man's movement in the Spider-Man video game, right? The movement. There are moments where you're moving really fast, and there's no one that's the illusion of moving really fast. But that's
I
cool.
do wish you could move a little faster, but like yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
in you can move faster, but you can't move faster in the original one. But they're gonna figure that out.
yeah.
That's gonna be something they do. Because I didn't know you could do the air dash, and I didn't know you could do the lightning dash in the air.
Well, one of my favorite things in Spider-Man PS4 that wasn't in Miles Morales was Peter had this combat move where he would like be in the air and then he would web the ground and pull himself towards the ground and do a stomp. But like while you were swinging, you could do that. So like you could like it was
You can yank yourself places, yeah.
you could yank yourself down and then like get more momentum going on the upswing, and it was like that was like the most creative you could get with it, which like I just want more of that. I want more self-expression in the way that you can swing in Spider-Man 2. Honestly, they could keep literally everything else basically identical with like just new story and like new enemy types and stuff, and I would be over the moon if they just made the swinging a little bit more personalizable and like more involved, because as good as it feels to play that game, it does feel a lot more uninvolved than most other older 3D Spider-Man games did, even if the overall quality is significantly better.
I personally don't have that whole gripe about his movement because I feel like Spider-Man swinging, though Spider-Man swinging is very important to him, is very intuitive to him. And from reading the comics, he just swings and he gets to place, and like he uses his webs for me are more or less like the way the webs interact with the world are more of a focus for me than his proper locomotion. Even though those moves are supposed to be very cool, it's supposed to be cool because the movies have done a great job showing that.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's just like I want to see him.
I just feel like whenever you have
like move through tight objects and like kick people while he's doing like a handstand backwards,
Yeah, I get that, but I also feel like when you have a game that such a huge part of the fun comes from the physics of it.
Well, you're right.
I feel like, because I think Halo Infinite does it wonderfully. The way that you can express yourself with that grappling hook is so fucking freeing. It is insane.
Like, that was 4 bullets. Okay.
Like you can grapple onto the ground and pull yourself down and then slide and like give yourself a boost of speed. You can like
that's fun.
You can move the analog sticks in like very specific ways to give you like a kind of like a trebuchet motion, or you can use it like a proper zip line. You know what I mean? And in Spider-Man 2 for the game, there was that element of it where like if you wanted to slingshot across the street with your web, you could do that. If you wanted to like go in a loop, in like a complete loop by holding onto a single web, you could do that. If you wanted to stick your web onto a helicopter and hold onto it and ride to Ellis Island, you could do that. And it's just
that's
like
the stuff that I understand. I get it.
So
but
that's the kind of stuff. It's like it doesn't make sense to program that specifically. All you have to do is really focus on making sure that the webs are as versatile as possible, and then all of that emergent gameplay will evolve out of that. So that's my only real even if they didn't really change it, even if it was the same swinging as like Miles Morales, I think I would still be satisfied. But it would just be a missed opportunity to not allow people to really. Like imagine watching somebody play Spider-Man and they swing in a completely unique way compared to somebody else. Like, I think that's cool. And I think that's like, it's skill expression. It is a way to make the character feel a little bit more yours. And I think it's just it's one of the more empowering and magical parts of video games that I feel like has dissipated in recent years, where everything kind of is designed to look pretty more than it is designed to make you feel like you're actually part of what's going on. There's a lot of rambling, but
My favorite video game is Ellis Island, the game.
that is
Ellis Island,
that
the
is
game.
fucking insane.
What do you mean? You never played it?
Ellis Island, the video. No, I did not. I have not played Ellis. Do you play as Ellis Island?
I came here, they took my last name from me, and they sent me. You play as an Italian or Irish person.
Please put more shit in your room. Volan, go buy me stuff.
There you go.
There you go.
You guys
bro.
want more shit in my room? Buy me things.
Buy me some stuff too, just for your insolence.
Because I got
That's
sound
right.
foam
There you
coming,
go,
so
bro.
that'll help the sound. But like beyond this, I'm
Shit in your room.
but beyond that,
Buy it.
I'm happy with how things are. To be honest, I don't think I need really much of anything else in here. Is the podcast coming up tomorrow? We recorded it, so it should be going. It's a good one, I think, if I remember
What-
correctly. What camera are you using? It's scary high quality. Is it? This is the same. Well, it's another. I bought a new one, but it's the same. It's the same exact.
What webcam do you have? 'Cause I have to buy a new one. Mine just not work. Does not work.
It's
the way
just
I
the
want
Logitech Brio.
it. I have a Brio. Why does my Brio look so shit?
Might be your connection.
Yeah, try a different USB, but also like go into your webcam and fuck with the advanced settings because sometimes they don't output at the display ratio that like you want. You have to customize that because otherwise it'll just go with like what is easiest on your hardware.
I had to do that. I'm gonna fuck with my Brio tonight.
I like the Brio. I think it works well. I think
Amazing webcam.
I think my old Brio looked also it's a higher bit rate, yeah. But my old Brio looked worse because I think it has a lot to do with like natural light because I'm in a proper room now that's above ground. I don't have to like rely on like really huge studio lights.
Anissa told me to get a Brio. She was like, this is like the best one I can think of.
It is the best bang for your buck as far as like webcams go because it's not like a crazy way. It's not going to do anything that is insane, but it'll do everything that you need it to do and it'll look as good as you need it to look. Didn't you have that workroom you decorated exactly the way you wanted it? I did, except there was no natural light, which becomes really mentally exhausting. It's a very weird experience because I used to work out of my bedroom, which wasn't ideal, but it did have like some semblance. Like I felt connected to the world at least.
Your bedroom was also located very oddly in your house.
Yeah, it was pretty far away.
Your bedroom was like up in a corner, like almost in like the fucking attic.
Yeah, it was like tucked away.
It's your bedroom, and I was like, "Why does your house have extra landings?" And you were like, "Oh, it's like sort of not leveled." And I was like, "Oh."
It's a staggered layout for a house. It's not like first floor, second floor, third floor. It's more like
First floor landing, second floor.
It's like a zigzag pattern where like the basement is the lowest, but then to the right of that is the garage, but then to the left of that, slightly above it is the first floor, but then to the slightly higher than that, it's the attic on the first floor, and then the second floor is above the first floor attic, and then like there's a second floor attic. It's a long house.
Dang. I wonder if I'm ever have a house.
Yeah, right? Wouldn't that be crazy?
That shit I'd be thinking about sometimes. Like, am I ever gonna get a house?
Probably not.
Am I ever gonna get a house? Maybe.
Well, Lily's rich, so you might.
I wouldn't say she's rich, but she's definitely has a good
rich in
job.
comparison.
Definitely has a good job. So yeah.
She'll be you'll be fine probably.
As long as I don't fuck that up, yeah, it should be fun.
You'd just be like, I can't break up with you, Lily. I need a house.
Look, we have to stay together forever.
We have to stay together forever. What do you mean? And what do you mean? I need some vague sense of financial security. What do you mean?
Like I'm fine. I'm fine.
What do you
for
mean you're
monetary-
upset because I didn't go to your fucking 58th cousin's 82nd birthday again?
Nah.
58th cousin's 82nd birthday.
Again, it's his second 82nd birthday. Build a house in Forge, no problem. That's true. Yeah. That's the only way we're gonna. I'll build a house in Forge, and then that'll be my house. You can't take this away from me.
You have to log into Halo just to go to your own house.
So the servers go down. at
That's
least
so
when
sad.
you're fucking chilling.
That's so fucking sad.
Until then, you're being chilling, bro.
I can still go on my old Xbox 360 and find all the stuff I made in Forge. I think it's so cool. I'm afraid to get a house and government just decides to halt water distribution in the district. I think you're overthinking. What happened?
Yeah, what do you? That could happen, but like this is America. If you were in Russia,
What'd
maybe.
you say, Ren? Did he leave?
I could see them halting water distribution like Russia or some shit. But this is America. That shit's very likely, probably not gonna happen.
Are you afraid 343 will try to monetize Forge?
And they gonna.
No, because if it's good, then I mean, this is kind of the thing. It's like monetization isn't a bad thing. The problem is when things are monetized and they're not complete and they're not done. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you can still make whatever the fuck you want to make, I don't care if you monetize Forge, because likely I would want to pay to support whatever the fucking... Like, that's a cool mode. I would be more than willing to pay for a good Forge. Like, honestly, like, sincerely, like, I don't mind that. It was why I would be willing to pay for a battle pass for a game that I think is genuinely fun. Like, it's not that necessarily that monetization is a big deal. It's the way that people are monetizing games now. And I am worried about that. I am worried about, like, how they will monetize Forge if they ever do that. But, I don't know. As it stands for right now, I just want Forge to exist in as good of a state as possible. And that's
You're asking for way too much. You're asking for far too much.
Imagine they start taxing you for they start charging you a mortgage for the stuff that you build in Forge. That'd be fucking wild. You have to pay the game. It's not even like you're buying something. It's just you have to pay. I gotta pay my gas bill. What did you work on at the gym? I've just been doing weight training and cardio. Where's all your crap from your last place? Spread out. Also, I didn't take a lot with me. Like, I just didn't want to take, because like my last place is at home. So you'll see that setup again. You'll see that setup again when I go home for like the holidays or whatever. You'll see I'll be streaming from that setup. It'll be exactly the same. It'll have the Subway sign, have the green screen, the fucking plant, the couch, the big TV. It'll have all that shit. Because that was in my house. The focus now is building a new setup. When I sell my NFTs, I'll buy you a 200 old TVs so you can smash them with a sledgehammer punk style. I would not do that. If you had, look, man, I have wanted like a CRT television for a while. So if anybody in the community like knows anybody with access to that, just tell them I would be willing to buy it. Like a proper, like,
we like that I have two here, which is hilarious.
Not a crazy one. Not like a fucking not like a big one. You know, like I don't want like a fucking big ass heavy TV that's gonna be impossible to move. But I do want like a small, like maybe like monitor sized as far as screen goes. I know the thickness is gonna be a whole nother story. But like those old CRTs, I really want one.
Shoot at each other.
You have a CRT in your house?
We got two.
Where is it? Amin, I assume?
I have one and Amin has one.
Cool. You can honestly find a lot of CRTs for free on Craigslist or cheap on eBay. Yeah, but I don't want to go through the rigmarole of you know, oh, I paid $5 for this TV and it doesn't work at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather just buy it from somebody that I at least have some semblance of trust in. Like a community member who wouldn't want to fuck me over, you know?
It's so dark today and gloomy. Is it going to rain?
I hope to fuck it will.
Let me check the weather.
It's so hot.
It feels so late.
It does feel late.
It's only 4 something. It's not going to rain today, apparently.
Chris, would you drink the water in Jackson, Missouri? No.
Why the fuck would you ever ask someone?
There aren't many places I would drink the water in, to be.
Would you drink this poisonous water? Would you be willing to drink this water that came from a dragon's balls? It's like, no. Why would I?
Why would I?
I didn't watch Rings of Power last night. I got to get to that.
I only drink the tap water here because I'm on the same water as the bottling company. Oh, that's cool. That's the dream right there.
Having Poland Spring in your house.
Oh, God, just pouring out of the tap. That'd be amazing. Bathing in it. Oh.
I wouldn't bathe in that. That's too disrespectful.
Nah, I would bathe in it.
I want to bathe in Poland Spring. I would sure as Sam drink the fuck out of it, though.
Yeah, I love Poland Spring. I don't trust tap water. You shouldn't, generally speaking. In California, it's so bad, it's hilarious. It is the funniest water I've ever seen. Water should not be funny. But California...
Water shouldn't be something you laugh at.
Water should not be funny, but California tap water is some of the funniest water I've ever seen. Like, it really is astoundingly awful.
Funny juice.
In a way that is so unique as well.
You ever drink some funny juice? Makes all your jokes funnier.
I used to hate water when I was younger because of tap. I used to hate water because it was just like entirely flavorless. And it wasn't until I came out here and drank the tap water out here that I was like, oh, maybe water can be good.
I hated water until one day I needed to drink water after like exercising. And I was like, yo, this is like nectar of life.
The best water I ever had was actually at a water fountain at a college I went to.
At Dutchess?
At Dutchess. In the gym, where they did all the fencing stuff and where the gym was. It was like kind of like off to the...
I know the gym, man.
It wasn't like a commonly used building, but there was I specifically remember outside of the fencing classroom, there was a hallway that led kind of like to the outside. I think it was like on the outskirts of the gym, but like it was still on the inside, the inner hallway leading outside. There was a water fountain there that I would fill my water bottle up with because it was so fucking good. Like, I don't know what they did to it. I don't know what was going on, but like everybody, like even Paul and like Alex, they were like, what the fuck is up with this fountain? Like, why is there crack in this water? That's the most delicious water I've ever had in my life still to this day. And I don't know why, because like every other fountain in that school sucked.
That school sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I had fun, but like it wasn't a good school. Fluoride, maybe. I know New York in general has a higher fluoride density, I think.
I think that's why they clean the water in New York so much. That's why it's so I think if they didn't process the water in New York so much, it would just be so poisonous. So yeah. I think that's why they filter the water in New York so heavily.
Apparently the fluoride in that water is part of the reason why the pizza dough is so good as well.
You want to surprise me? It's New York, man. There's always something crumb going on there.
No, but it's just like uniquely fluorided and chlorinated in comparison to most other places.
The places where things live.
We had one fountain at my high school that had old pipes. That shit was like 10 degrees cooler. Oh, God. It's amazing how much the temperature of a liquid just contributes to the overall enjoyment that you can get out of it. And because this is why like the Snapple thing infuriates me so much, because like glass gets so much colder than plastic does. So like no matter how
with a pistol,
you could put a plastic Snapple in a freezer and it still wouldn't be as cold as a glass Snapple in a fridge. That to me is insane. And it's true, by the way. I actually tested this with like actual thermometers and actual equipment because I'm a psycho. Personally, I think we should make all water pipes out of lead and asbestos. It's a good idea. A little texture to your water.
Why is my water furry?
Cotton candy. It's amazing how much like wall insulation looks like cotton candy. Like I feel like that was the whole. Such a weird fucking thing.
Eat it.
Eat it. I want to eat it. Why does it look so delicious? Cotton candy's fucking weird though. Like I still don't fully understand what that is.
Cotton candy is just heated sugar.
When's the last time you had cotton candy?
Long time.
It's been a long time. I kind of want it. Kind of want to have it again. Just like, was this good or was I insane? Chris, after listening to the most recent Star Trek, I wanted to share a funny story of accidental racism. When the vaccine for COVID first came out, an annoying resistance liberal coworker claimed that he had to convince his wife to get it because, and I quote, she is Hispanic and the science was complicated for her because of that fact. I don't know what that means, even. That's a weird thing to say. Cotton candy is ass. Is it? I don't remember it well enough. It shreds your... Well, candy shreds your insides in general. Like, candy's not good for you. So, hot take. Candy's not the healthiest thing. Glass is denser, so the amount of surface temperature necessary to cool it will be colder and stay cold longer. Yeah, no, exactly. It's just like...
Obviously.
That's why, dude. I don't like soda at all. But if somebody hands me a Coke out of like those glass Mexican bottles, I'll drink it. I won't like it as much as a Coke fiend would. But it's delicious out of that bottle.
Yeah, which could not be mine, right? I didn't order food. Yeah, they actually come with food. Yeah, thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Wait, did you find it downstairs? Yeah, no, they put in the protocol. Oh, okay, thank you, bud. Oh, yeah. I didn't order food. I already got it.
Did you get food?
Lillian's meant to order food for her mom. She sent it here. Lily meant to order food for her mom and she sent it here.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, you hungry? Benjamin, you hungry, bro?
I'm looking at stuff to order right now. I don't know what I want. Microsoft will never get rid of Bonnie Ross because she is the head of Xbox Studios and owns a lot of stock. Yeah, that's true. I think she has less to do with Halo now, though, doesn't she? Wasn't she like promoted? Because she's head of Xbox Game Studios, right? So she's not even really necessarily in the thrall of Halo anymore, at least specifically. It's like $30 for a 12-pack of Snapples at Walmart. It feels too much. Yeah, it's unnecessary. Get some poke. I don't like poke. Randy's Donuts looks like fucking hell. You know what I would love? A chicken carbonara sub from Quiznos. Unironically, I love that fucking thing. But there's no Quiznos in anymore. They're all gone.
I was like, what? Mean gave it to me, and I was like, what?
Oh, you know what? I'll get Jersey Mike's. I want like a nice Italian sandwich. That's what I want. Jersey Mike's. Let's see.
Do you want to go shopping tonight or no? You want to go shopping tonight, like at 8? Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it from Glendale.
Do something.
Yeah, give me an original Italian, my friend.
You actually want to play? Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm on the West Coast right now.
I'll see you in a bit.
No, give me the giant. What are you talking? Give me the mini, fucking weirdo. Olive oil blend, red wine vinegar, oregano, salt, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Ooh.
Thank you. I want to cook so bad.
Give me some bacon on that too. Fucking while you're at it. Oh god, my mouth is fucking watering.
He's gonna eat it later, I hope.
Give me my food. I should cook, but like I'm out of groceries and I just went to the gym, so I'm just like I'm giving myself a break today. I'm ordering. I'm so bad. I'm ordering.
Wanna go over later, dude?
What happened?
Wanna come over later to the beer party?
And what?
Like Mario Party.
No, I'm hanging with Gabby today.
Lame.
I think I'm doing anything tomorrow though. I don't know what you guys are up to.
We're gonna go somewhere tomorrow, so you can probably come with us.
You're going to go somewhere tomorrow?
I know we're going somewhere tomorrow. I think we're going to City Walk
What the fuck is that?
for Universal.
I'm not going to Universal.
Why not? No, we're just going to the City Walk. We're not going to Universal. Oh, you know what you should come with us downtown Disney. There's this ice cream place that's really good, and I want people to try it.
I'm lactose intolerant. Why would I go to an ice cream space?
It's like icy. It's called Happy Ice. It's like ices.
I guess I'll take a Lactaid pill.
You're lactose intolerant? Since when are you lactose intolerant?
I mean, I just suffer through it. You know? But ice cream fucks me up.
Damn, it does for me.
Ice cream specifically. Like, I don't know what it is about ice cream specifically, because I feel like I can handle, like, cheese is fine to me. And even milk and cereal is, like, you know, it upsets me a little bit. But, like, what is that? Why is
cheese is more processed, dude?
I guess that does make sense.
Way more processed.
How can you be lactose intolerant but love pizza? Because we come from a place with pizza that's just that good. Phantom
Cheese is being processed in general, but particularly mozzarella. You're not gonna really.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
getting mozzarella in your stomach's gonna start going bananas, you know.
Dude, I used to eat when things were when things were fucking really dire. I remember I would pour a bowl of mozzarella and eat it. I remember this. Like dry cereal.
Anything to get by type shit.
Anything to get by. I had a box of corn pops that whenever I was feeling hungry, whenever I was feeling like deathly hungry, like starving, I would reach in and grab like a small handful, and then I would eat it, and then like the feeling would go away because my body's like, oh, you're eating. We don't have to make you feel this bad anymore. And then I would keep that going.
Right.
I would keep it going until like I absolutely couldn't anymore. And then I would heat up a fucking.
Who would heat up mozzarella and eat it like that? Dog, what?
That's crazy.
What type of chimchimru are you, bro?
That's crazier than eating it cold and shredded, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't because
You're gonna put your hands in hot mozzarella or use a fucking fork or knife. Y'all are
you know what I really want though? I have been craving farina for a really long time.
That's a throwback.
Like I want
that's a
farina,
throwback, bro.
But like no one's gonna make it like my grandmother made it, so it's just.
I haven't had farina in for real like 11 years.
I had farina last year. Justin made some.
Oliveira?
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should just tell him. I was like, hey, Justin, can you make farina? I'll pay you.
He's Puerto Rican, so that makes sense.
I'll give him $50.
I love how we found out Justin was Puerto Rican way late.
I mean, we just kind of assumed.
No, I thought he was Dominican. I thought he was only Dominican at least.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
He's like, no, I'm Puerto Rican too. And I was like, why did you never say anything? We were talking about us all being, he was like, I don't know, being quiet.
I mean, he is. I mean, you know, the thing is, I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, when you're Dominican,
No, they're very different, bro.
I think they like to think that, but
they're culturally very different from us, bro.
I think they like to think that, but
they have their own island. They have their own thing.
They're too close for there to be any real drastic if you
closer than Jamaica. Jamaica's closer to Puerto Rico than Dominican Republic is.
What I'm saying is
they're still there though.
Puerto Rican and Dominican are far closer than Puerto Rican and Mexican, or Dominican and Mexican.
Oh yeah, the Caribbeans. Yeah, you're right.
Right. So it's all, you know, the skills will transfer, I think, generally speaking.
Dominicans are wild, bro. They have such a racist culture; it's insane.
What is farina? They mentioned it on Seinfeld, which I thought was awesome.
Farina is like grits, but creamier. It's like creamier grits.
Yeah,
it's what grits are.
It's like cream of wheat, kind of.
It's like cream of wheat, but it's just naturally sweeter. That's it. It's not just sweeter.
It is.
My grandma made it with condensed milk because my grandma made it with condensed milk.
It was chlorinated milk. Is that what it's called? What the fuck is Oh my god, it's not carbonated milk. That would be insane.
Carnation milk.
Carnation milk. Yeah, it was carnation milk that they would make it out of. That's how I make coquito when I make it too.
I make it with condensed milk. Like I make it with condensed milk and water.
Dude, I farina, man, like ooh. That shit is so good. I dated a Dominican girl that grew up in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I mean that's
That's
probably
crazy.
probably incredibly likely.
Of course, they go to Puerto Rico so they can become legal. The fuck?
Yeah. Is your
The
excuse for
fucking
not
ain't
putting Paul in your videos anymore that he's constantly trying to follow you back and forth across the country? No. I do have a lore for Paul, but it's been a while since I've touched it up, and I wanted to not include him until I had a good idea. But also, honestly, the main reason is just getting people to... I don't know. I work last minute a lot. Like, I kind of, like... I'll think a lot about like what I want to write and what I want to make, and then I'll make it all in like 2 days. I'll like get this burst of energy, and then usually that burst of energy is like brought on by a deadline for like a sponsor that allows me to make the video in the first place. And then by the time I have like a finalized idea, like waiting for somebody else to give an audio thing, like waiting for somebody else to read a script and then give me a take, and then either hopefully that take's good, and or maybe if it's not, then having them redo the take is just a lot more time than I kind of have.
Say, I care for you, girl, but I'm out of time.
But yeah, I don't know. Because the whole point of Paul is that he's voiced by completely different people every time. And I could reach out to people who've done it before, and I've done that before, but like I want to keep that as minimal as possible. I want to have new people do it. Let us voice Paul. What could go wrong? God, so much. Hi, Chris. What was your favorite Halo 3 machinima, and why was it matchmaking? You're right. It was matchmaking. That's a really great guess. That is a weird guess because there were a lot. But you're totally right. My favorite was. You know what this map needs? It needs more sand. I loved matchmaking. Pretend to be Paul Walker's voice from Beyond the Grave. It's okay. It's too late. It's too. You know what's funny? Like I feel like most people say it's like, oh, it's too soon to joke about something, but for me, it's like the opposite. I feel like it's too late. Like Paul Walker's not funny anymore. Like it's like okay.
It'll be funny when another movie comes out.
Like I don't even think people remember who Paul Walker is at this point. You know, like I don't. It's you'd have to. It was.
The fact that many people cared in the first place about him. Like obviously he's a person. He lost his life, and that's unfortunate. Always, you know. But like. The fact that so many people cared about him dying was kind of weird to me. I was like, "What? Y'all care? Like for real?"
Yeah, like it was like
Fast and Furious.
It was like a storied actor had died.
Yeah,
like it was like if like Ian McKellen had died, and then people were like, "Oh, Paul Walker's gone." It's like,
it's not like Will Smith died or something like that.
Yeah, it's not sad, but like.
It's not that sad, you know.
Sounds like such a shitty thing to say, but it's it's
wow,
honest, like for real. Like I was really thrown off by how many people cared about.
People really cared, and I was like, "Am I a jerk?"
Yes, but like I don't think that's the reason why.
For not giving a fuck about this, like, damn, son.
You should Photoshop the Queen in that Paul Walker scene. No, because it would be played out. Jokes about the Queen are fine, but then like bringing Paul Walker into it, it's just like, what really? Like this is 2014. This happened. It would be like if I it would be like if I made a joke about the BP oil spill, and you'd be like, what? And it's like, oh yeah, that did happen. And then you try to be like, oh, what year was that again? Like you forgot.
And you'd Google it.
And then you Google it, and you'd be like, oh, I knew that. It's just like It's just too late. It's too late to joke about something. Get rid of too soon and institute too late. It's too late for the Paul Walker stuff. You know?
Nice.
The queen, though, that's
That shit happened last night.
that's fertile ground.
Yeah.
Like I never understood Too Soon. I never understood it because like it's the opposite. The opposite is what you should be focusing on. Get all your queen stuff out now.
That bitch just bit it.
Imagine tweeting, "Man, the whole band died in 8 months." You know? It's not gonna hit.
Man, the whole band died. That's fucking
It's not gonna hit.
rough. That's a
Dang,
rough
the
one.
whole band died. That's crazy.
All of them?
All of them?
You dead ass? All of them dead?
Damn, that's crazy.
That's wild.
The queen looked horrible for 23 years old. She did. She looked terrible for 23 years old.
Imagine looking like that. Imagine being that inbred. Lit.
Really is wild. Same shit you said about Betty White. Wait, what did I say about Betty White? I don't remember. I don't even remember when that was, by the way.
Betty White.
She died this year, right? Am I crazy?
I think she died last year. She died just before New Year's, I'm pretty sure.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Because she was born on like New Year's or something, and then like she didn't make it. That's right. They just announced live action Mufasa prequel. Are you fucking serious? Oh man, I heard that Pinocchio movie's fucking garbage too.
I've never liked Pinocchio, you know?
I never liked Disney's Pinocchio. Every other version of Pinocchio is better than Disney's Pinocchio. It's so weird. Even that terrible Pauly Shore one that everybody was memeing on a couple months back. Even that one has like some like garbage quality to it, where you're like, wow, how did somebody make this?
Nah, that other one is bad, bro.
Exactly.
I have to go visit.
It's
I like the
it's
other one better than that, at least.
I don't know. I'm excited for that fucking Pinocchio game. That game looks sick.
The Life of Pup.
The Life of P, Lies of P. That game unironically looks like one of the coolest video games I've seen in years, and it's fucking Pinocchio. How ridiculous is that?
The Life of Pup.
Disney doesn't make good stuff anymore. That is, yeah,
That's not true.
yeah, that's very true.
That's not true.
I mean,
They made Coco and they made Soul. Those are both good movies.
when was
I
that?
stand by that. Coco, Soul were both good. Encanto was fine.
Soul was 2 years ago.
That's just
I
2
would
years
say
ago.
I would say
That's a long
late. I would say
time.
lately they're slipping pretty fucking hard.
What have they made recently?
Also,
Oh,
also, I really just generally think, I just sort of generally think that I haven't seen Encanto, but
Encanto's fine. No, they have not fallen off since Up. What?
I would
If
say
I'm not mistaken, what we call it came after
yeah,
Up. After Up.
Lightyear wasn't.
Lightyear wasn't that good. I stand by that.
I would argue Lightyear's not good at all.
It wasn't that good. It was fine. I don't think it was bad at all. I think it was just kind of fine. It was like they didn't really need to make this, and it was all right. But I think I love Coco. I love Soul. I loved.
I liked
Emotion?
Coco a lot, and I loved Soul up until a certain point.
What was the name? What was the name of the movie about the feelings, the emotions?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
I forgot what it's called. I should know this.
Inside Out.
Inside Out. That movie was great, and that was after Up.
I didn't.
Up was
I didn't-
great too. Up was really good, but
Yeah.
Inside Out was very good. Toy Story 3 didn't have to happen, but I really enjoyed it. It was just kind of a emotion tugging movie the whole time.
I don't know. Inside Out didn't.
Inside Out stinks. What? That's a bad take.
Inside Out is generally kind of like a
That movie's very
based
good.
on what I've seen from people's like generalized opinions. It's like that's generally one of the ones where it's like it's fine.
Toy Story 4 was
What point? I just didn't. Soul. I just felt like it didn't commit to the lesson that it was trying to teach, and I just kind of felt a little bit. I felt a little bit gypped at the end of Soul.
I think
I
Up is
liked it.
not-
I liked it all the way up until.
Coco was mid. Y'all niggas are stupid. Y'all a bunch of stupid niggas, man. Fucking dummies.
Coco was good. I liked Coco.
Coco was literally amazing. That was such a good movie.
That wasn't amazing. Let's calm down.
Coco was an amazing movie, dude.
Coco was not an amazing. It was really good. It was not an amazing movie.
From the music to the design to the way every character looked, it was amazing.
It was a very good movie.
I would say amazing. I think that's like one of my favorite films.
That's wild.
Coco's one of my favorite films. It's like Coco, Get Out.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know.
Django.
The thing that I don't like about Coco, and it's really the only thing I don't like about Coco, is just I feel like it really does come up. It really is all to do with like how things wrap up. Like I just feel like Coco was really good, and I enjoyed it, even though the ending was kind of like for me.
Ending was for you.
I thought the whole like, oh, he's gonna say his plan, but it's gonna be on the speakers thing. That felt like
how kid movies go. But
I know, but it felt like a placeholder ending, I guess, to me. Like it felt like, oh, they didn't really. That could have been more interesting than it was, I guess. It just sort of felt out of.
I think the ending of that movie was really good because a musician in his time of supposed to be spreading music revealed that he was such a big asshole. It's a trope, I guess, but like it's not like I don't know. Tropes exist for a reason.
It's less about it being a trope and just more of. I just felt like it was just kind of an uninteresting way to do it. Like it wasn't bad. It was still good. Like I liked Coco overall still. But an amazing movie.
Like the ending of that movie is so fucking touching. It's insane. That is like I'd argue that is the best Disney ending of a movie. Is Coco? It's just so fucking beautiful.
I don't know. I have to go back and think. I'm not really big on Disney though, to be honest, in general. So like, my opinion isn't really that important because it's always gonna be kind of like I don't think there's a single Disney movie in my top 10 movies. Like I don't think they're even remotely represented. Yeah, Incredibles 2 was really bad too. Like I don't know, like there was just like
Incredibles 2 was weird because they kind of missed the point with that movie.
They missed the point. They missed the point of the first movie entirely, and it was just like, what the fuck? Reminds me of Last of Us Part 2 in that way, actually.
If I wasn't Hispanic, I wouldn't enjoy the movie at all. That's crazy.
I think that's probably accurate, though. I feel like that's probably true. Like, I liked it a lot, but it was because I saw a lot of myself in it, and I saw a lot of, like, my family in it, and I saw a lot of my heritage in it.
But they're not even like us.
No, but you're missing the point. Because I remember I had... That old woman at the end looked like my grandmother, straight up. Like, just straight up.
Like I love the whole
and you still have that music going on, you know what I mean? It's like, and maybe that's why I also didn't like it as much as everybody else did, because I'm not Mexican. Maybe that's part of it. You're never gonna see a Caribbean Disney movie because we don't exist. To be honest, I hate Coco more because I'm Hispanic. You know how many times I've seen that shit? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. That sucked.
First Incredibles is probably my favorite Disney movie. It's a very good movie. First one's a very, very good movie.
The first Incredibles is a fantastic superhero movie. Like it's genuinely very good. Like the music, like the style. It's a very, very good movie. That's one of my favorite Disney Pixar movies, I think.
The grandma and Coco's uncomfortable to look at. That's what an old person looks like, bro. A very old person looks like that. Y'all are so weird, y'all. I think it's strange, bro. Y'all on computer cats are strange, bro.
No, I just think you have a tendency to like most things.
I do. In fairness, I do like most things because most things aren't really bad. They're fine, and fine doesn't mean you dislike it. Fine just means like, all right, well, whatever. Like I saw this and I'll just go past it. For me, it's more like the opposite, where it's like I do agree that most things are fine. But for me, it's like, well, why should I pay attention to something that's fine? Like, why should I care about something that's just fine? I could make something fine. So often I've heard things are bad when they're not. And what you call people listen to it. And they're just like, this is bad. And I go back and I'm like, what is bad about this? Like, what? Like, like what? Like what was bad about this? And I go back and I like go over it over and over again.
I think the important thing.
Point is bad.
Well, I think the important thing to realize is that you can like something and it can still be bad. There are things that I like that are not good.
Too. I can agree with that.
Like I think the whole maybe the prequels weren't as bad as we thought they were. No, they are not good movies. Like I'm sorry. Like the last one is the best one. The last one is the best one for sure. But like those movies are not. There's a lot of really fucking horrible things about them. Even from somebody who's like, I'm not even like really that big of a Star Wars guy in the first place. I don't even really love the original trilogy as much. I don't hate the sequel trilogy as much as everybody else hates it too. I just don't like it.
I can admit 1 is bad, 2 is very, very slow, and it's only exciting at the end. And 3 I enjoyed the whole time. I was like, oh, this was very cool.
Well, the best thing that I heard somebody describe it as like the prequels are bad movies but good Star Wars, which is like, okay, that's fair. I think I can appreciate that.
Well, the reason why I like the prequels is I like Clone Wars. Clone Wars makes Episode 3 good. It gives a lot of context. Episode 3,
but that's
without that it wouldn't be as good.
But that's But that's retroactive. That's retroactive kind of fixing. You know, it doesn't really. You know.
I mean, that's still the overall experience is what happens afterwards. You know, and I'm like, I get it. Just like people there are people that have told me one of my favorite comic books is bad, and I'm like, where is it bad?
Yeah, the revisionist history with Amazing Spider-Man is ridiculous as well. Like, look, I get it. Andrew Garfield did a great job in No Way Home. Those are still very not good movies.
Garfield's likable. I understand that.
The first one is fine-ish. Like,
that's all right.
Like
all right.
It's there are entire characters that disappear and they're just not mentioned, and like there's like it feels unfinished in the way that most games feel unfinished. It's like such a weird movie, the first one. But then the second one is the worst Spider-Man movie ever made. And I'm counting the Japanese one where he becomes a robot.
No, he doesn't become a robot, he summons it.
Oh, right. That was way cooler.
He summons it.
Just bad. Just the terror. Look, they're bad. It's not his fault. Andrew Garfield's a great potential Peter Parker. But like those movies are not good, and everybody was like, "Oh, those movies are actually pretty good in retrospect." It's like, no.
That's why I don't want him to come back. It's like, fuck the fans. You guys were assholes before. Leave me alone. People don't understand that it's not the fucking actor's fault.
Amazing Spider-Man 1 is fun. I wouldn't describe it as fun. It's incredibly dreary and fucking.
No, it's fun. It's definitely more fun than moments of Spider-Man the original one.
Crazy.
The Raimi one.
Crazy.
It's fun, but it's very much so like that era, like Ultimate Spider-Man skater guy movie. It is. But it has some fun moments.
But that doesn't make it a good movie.
No, never. I would never argue that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like.
And I like that movie. I don't even hate it that much. Because I don't hate any of the Spider-Man movies, in all fairness. Even like fucking Far From Home, even though I don't like some of the stuff that happens in it, I would never say I hate it.
I don't hate any of them because it's hard for me to hate anything Spider-Man oriented. Like I don't hate any Spider-Man related anything.
He's like my favorite hero. Like I don't got time to hate my fucking hero. I hated being a Spider-Man ever since it came out. And I have said the suit, the first one looked really cool. The only suit I really don't like is I don't like the Raimi black suit, but that's only because the black suit is like it just looks so much better the way it was. And I get it. Everybody's like, the webs won't show up nice because the suit was actually practical. So like they were like, let's make a real suit that he's in instead of making like a completely CG one.
I think they made the right choice for the time. Like I don't think I think the black suit I think the Raimi black suit's a good suit. I just don't think it's a good symbiote suit. Like that's not what the symbiote should become, in my opinion. I think it looks cool, like in video games and shit. It's like it's a cool fucking suit, but it just like it's just not.
That big dragon on his back, or look, the big spider. We didn't know it was a dragon yet. that is so like iconic, you know.
Oh yeah, they retconned it into a dragon.
A big spider on his back was
So
really,
fucking weird.
really cool.
But
And then Venom in general, but
yeah,
I was just I felt like for real Raimi didn't read the parts for that era of Spider-Man. I feel like he's like, okay, Stan doesn't write this anymore. I don't know what this is.
no,
And
that's
someone told him about Venom. He was like, all right, I guess.
no, it's I mean it's well documented what happened. Like everybody knows, like Raimi's talked about it too. Where like
But yeah, it's like the idea of like it just feels like someone didn't read it.
the studio was like, we need Venom in this because Venom's popular with kids, and he was like, I didn't grow up with Venom. I don't know how to. I don't know anything about him, and I'm like, I don't want to do something with a character that I don't know or like because the fans aren't going to like it. And then they were like, now you got to put him in the movie because that's going to sell with kids, and it's just like, ugh, I don't want to do that. That's not what you promised me. You promised me to be able to do the movie the way I wanted to do the movie, and I was building up to Harry, and specifically like I want to do this whole fucking thing. I had a plan, and they're like, no, you got to put Venom in there somewhere. It's like, all right, you want Venom? Here you go.
I think it's almost obvious that he didn't know who Venom was. Like I think for to see Venom like that, it's like, oh yeah, this guy had no clue.
I don't even think it's like he saw Venom like that. I think it was more just like, all right, if this is you asked for somebody who doesn't know who Venom is to make this movie about Venom, here you go. This is what you get for that request.
I never saw him. I don't know who this character is. Venom wasn't around in the 70s.
And you can tell because like the Sandman sequences are fucking great.
He made Sandman cool, dude.
I loved Sandman in that movie. Like that sequence where he's like composing himself in the fucking collider or whatever is fucking awesome. It's a great sequence.
A powerful moment, dude.
And then
his too.
Huh?
His theme.
His theme's great. Him fucking the fight in the subway. It's all really cool. But then Venom's there, and it's just like, even just the idea of pairing him with like pairing Sandman as a villain with Green Goblin and just like using the fire from the glider to like turn his arm into glass and then popping it with pumpkin bombs. It's like there's a lot of, you could tell that they thought a lot about the dynamics of that those specific characters interacting, but then they were like, oh, throw Venom in there. It's just like,
he just got blown up.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
the only thing that Spider-Man ever killed was just him, you know, like for real.
It's true, yeah.
It felt so silly.
Yeah.
Killing Sandman and shooting Ben and not the thug that Spider-Man made. That was fine. That was forgiveness. That was an idea of him getting past something, you know, like
it was silly in the context of like, you know, I understand it was like a little bit weird. It was like a retcon for no real reason, but I do think it served the theme of that movie well. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta get my food. You can keep talking though.
Look, yes. How did Toby survive getting impaled in No Way Home? He got stabbed. He didn't get impaled.
Our stab medical technology a long way.
I mean, he got stabbed in fucking as well. He got stabbed in Spider-Man 1 as well. In Spider-Man 3, he got stabbed. And he made it.
You can't shoot Spider-Man. You can only stab Spider-Man. He's too fast for the bullet. But not a knife?
In Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Deadpool shoots Spider-Man. And that is the worst moment ever. Because Spider-Man has dodged bullets so often, and then he got shot by Deadpool. And I'm like, come on, bro. I hate you, Deadpool.
How do you feel about Deadpool as a character?
Terrible character. Terrible character, but some good moments, I gotta admit.
I definitely like his storyline where
he heals faster, but I wouldn't call it a healing factor. It's not like Wolverines or even like Hulk or anything like that. Like he can heal quicker than people can heal. That's because he's a stronger person.
I'm more interested in like the mental dynamics of like, you are never going to die. So that love triangle he had with Death and Thanos.
Yo, it's fucking
I really,
raining.
really enjoyed that
It's fucking
storyline.
raining in Los Angeles right now.
It's Deadpool.
Congratulations.
That would be good.
I did a little
Awesome. It's
dance.
so nice.
I made it come down.
He wasn't distracted when Deadpool shot him. He was like, you know, every time someone tries to beat you, right, they don't use this thing called a gun. I'm like, they've used guns so many times. Deadpool's so stupid. Deadpool's movies are great.
Yeah, they're decent. I like them less as time goes on. Personally, but
The Deadpool movies?
yeah.
I think the one
Deadpool
has
is starting to get real Rick and Morty
Yeah,
in the
I
fandom.
think that's
like,
kind of the thing where it's like it just kind of feels like that type
it's
of
been like that,
character.
bro. It's Deadpool and Joker, the ones that are just like, ugh, goddamn.
Oh god.
There's like always the people that aren't really comic book fans. Like, oh, I love Deadpool. He's so cool and funny. LOXD, and it's like, shut the fuck up.
Lol XD. So random.
Joker in 2019 to sell me. Yeah, that's not a good thing.
It's a very scary thing to hear, in fact.
Not good. You shouldn't want that. You shouldn't want to be that mentally ill. Everybody like, oh my god, Harley and Joker are totally me and my boyfriend. It's like, all right, good luck.
automatic red flag. If I see like a dude on Tinder has a Joker cosplay, costume, face, fucking whatever, just so fucking scared of them. Immediate to the left.
Like, all right, good luck. Have fun getting beat to death, probably.
I hope somebody beats you on the fucking subway just for laughing.
Have fun systematically moving your friends and family because he's trying to isolate you and therefore manipulate you. Have fun with that. I wouldn't do that though.
What's up?
My first line is a mix of Joker, Dennis from Always Sunny, Frieza, and Patrick Bateman. Jesus Christ.
That is the most evil person ever conceived. Even just with Frieza there.
Frieza's like space racist, bro.
Frieza's beyond that, man. Frieza is sincerely,
A bad guy.
I think, beyond Hitler. Like, he is such
He's
a
well beyond
fucking...
Hitler. He's well beyond Hitler.
Like, he is such a crazy evil person.
Frieza's so not good that Frieza, he's so not good that his first action upon being alive again was trying to kill minorities.
Literally.
Off jump, he's like, oh, I'm alive again? Bless. Where are those damn monkeys at?
Frieza is beyond out of pocket, man.
All his sand slurs. Are sands monkeys, technically?
Yeah.
Because they have tails.
They also become giant apes. What do you mean? They're monkeys.
But apes aren't monkeys, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, colloquially.
In the literature, you know?
That was a fucking funny Joe Rogan clip. I'm sorry.
Which one?
If you don't think a chimp would...
You don't think a chimp would rip your face
If
off?
you don't think a chimp wouldn't... If you don't think a chimp would fuck you and eat your face, you haven't been reading the literature.
The literature. I want to like Joe Rogan, but every time I hear about him, it's some toxic shit. And it just makes me upset because I feel like he is an interesting guy.
He's fine.
Like it was really dope seeing him on like Flagrant 2. Because it was just comedians chilling, having a blast. And though I don't think the Indian guy from Flagrant 2 was funny at all. Like I think he's like so unfunny, it's painful. But
I haven't actually watched it.
he's really not funny. I really like, and that's me. I think like loud noises are funny, and I don't think that guy's funny at all.
What you guys talking about? Just kind of general stuff.
Well, like everything. I don't think Joe Rogan's bad. I don't think it's very bad. I just think that unfortunately his opinions become too big. So now everything he thinks about or talks about is just brought to the worst levels because people now think they make their views on the world based off of him, even though he's very open about being ignorant and wanting to learn things. So
Yeah, that's kind of the thing where like Joe Rogan feels like if he was like a fraction of his size, like popularity wise, like there wouldn't be a problem.
yeah, just the fact that there's so many people that like base their perspectives off of him, and that's dangerous because he doesn't even ask you to do that. He's like, first and foremost, I'm a comedian that just has a podcast and I talk to people, but everyone is like, you did this thing, you took this thing. He's like, yeah, I don't believe in this, but that's fine, right? I'm not hurting anybody. And it's like, well, you're not, but you existing's hurting people because they're gonna believe you. It sucks.
Chimps would rip your feet off and fuck you with them. I don't know. Anytime that conversation happens, I got to admit, like, it just makes me laugh.
Would rip your feet off and fuck you with them. Jeepers creepers. I wish there were new
him
video
talking
games
about
out.
animals and the way he talks about them is just so fucking funny.
There's so much passion.
Too much.
But there's motherfuckers like Tucker Carlson who are literally getting people die. People are dying because of his terrible opinions, and the internet doesn't go fucking apeshit on him. Hate this world.
Well, they do.
Not enough. Not enough to deplatform that psycho. Queen died? That's crazy.
That's wild.
What the fuck? When'd she die? What'd she die for? What they did?
We'll never know.
What they fucking did to her? What'd she die for?
No, the queen died? What how?
Fuck she die for? What'd she die from? Come on.
I get a haircut.
That bitch was just here like 2 days ago. Yeah. Got clowned so hard by Jon Stewart years ago. I can never take him seriously. Well, millions of do, unfortunately. Millions do. Millions.
The queen died alongside Dr. Drew. It's crazy. I need Sweeney's take on She-Hulk.
That's fine. I liked the last episode. It was pretty cool. She finally. Well, it was sad too, but it was fine. It wasn't the worst. It's a fine show. Like I don't know. Like it's not anything for me to write home about. It's not for me to be like, oh my god, this is amazing. But it's not bad. Wongers. You know, Wong took that home and cracked, bro.
Okay.
He cracked. He had sex with that girl.
Who?
Wong.
She-Hulk?
Not She-Hulk. The Yappening? What the fuck is this?
What are you asking?
Daredevil was awesome.
Are you asking about the Halo event?
Yeah, the Yappening.
It's like Big Team Fiesta and shit.
That sounds cool.
It is genuinely fun.
The Yappening.
It's almost like when you let people play with the entirety of your sandbox, it's actually really good for the game. Who would have thought?
Pretty sure I fought the Queen in the Crypt and Whiterun. Jesus Christ.
How many burgers did you order? These are sandwiches, my friend. But I got a giant sandwich, basically.
Oh, hell. That was a pretty good hit there. No play. Who wants to play as a grunt? The fuck? Why don't you show me what you can do? Don't worry, I can take it. And he knocks his face off. That was a good hit. I wish I could forget Skyrim and play it again.
Well, oh yeah, wasn't Lyle talking to us about like that mod where you could play it with other people?
Be down for that.
We should do a stream at some point.
Welcome to Whiterun. I'm Althric Stormcloak.
I have to talk to Lyle. I haven't talked to really anybody in a hot minute because I've been too busy getting everything sorted and just
I
working.
haven't seen Lyle or Monica in a bit.
We should see if they want to do anything this week.
I know Lily and Monica talk to each other all the time, so I'll just ask Lillian.
Monica just sends me cursed shit
Bro,
on
it's
TikTok.
to the point that I'm afraid to become friends with her on freaking on TikTok because it's the shit. I know I'm gonna get stuck on that. I can't. I don't have the control to like watch that shit unsparingly. I don't have the control. I'll watch that.
TikTok
shit
is
all night.
actual crack. Like, give that shit to me intravenously.
Like I can't. When World Star first started popping off, I kid you not, I watched World Star every night before I went to bed. And there was a point where I pretty much started grunting because I stopped using real words.
World Star deteriorated your frontal lobe so much.
I tried to
You
become a
reverted to just simple grunts.
My
I was
prefrontal cortex
I was a
went
shell
away.
of myself, dude. Nay, 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 nay.
What's that debunked study of skulls, like the pseudoscience, phenerology or whatever? Like
Phrenology.
your actual skull shape just starts to change.
Phrenology, I think is what it's called.
Phrenology, yeah.
The Negroid skull.
With only 2 months of World Star, you can see the forehead begins to protrude.
That was wild. But you know what's wild though about it? Is that it sounds like it could be real. Because like
there are crazier things
the
that are
idea
true.
that breathing through your mouth makes your chin suck is hilarious. Like that is a true thing.
Is this not a sniper? Is it like a DMR or some shit? What the fuck is this? Is there like a weaker sniper that holds more bullets?
What are you talking about?
I'm playing Halo right now and I'm sniping people and they're not like dying instantly.
Is the reticle a bit bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a rapid fire sniper that has like a lot of rounds and like just does like slightly less damage.
That's absolutely stupid.
That's in case that's really more of a sniper for like close range, which is like insane.
Say I love you, girl, but I'm out of time.
That's the most oxymoronic thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry, a close range sniper?
Just in case.
Well, I mean, most games you take a sniper with you, and you find a perch. But Halo's always been like a, some people just run into a fucking room with a sniper rifle. That one's just kind of made for that.
360 no scope, like you're on the yacht in Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Absolutely.
That kid that did that off the building was like, he was elated.
I remember that map like the back of my hand too.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
It was high rise, right? With the fucking
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the fuck it was. That kid was started fucking cranking and yanking afterwards.
Oh, so good.
Crazy. Close range snipers are just buckshot shotguns. Good old fashioned snipers.
I don't know who the fuck is playing build mode in Fortnite right now, but they're fucking weird. Those are weird people to me. The building mode in Fortnite was the dumbest thing about it.
Build mode is like the classic game of Fortnite. That's why they're playing build mode.
Crazy. Can't relate.
Because I wouldn't play that shit. There's no way.
Does this qualify as a mukbang? Yeah, I mean, you're watching me eat, and that's all I'm doing. So. That was a good sandwich. I gotta get ready to start heading out, though. Are you gonna stream, Sweeney?
Oh, me? No, not today, Lily. Well, maybe.
I
Lily
am.
will come over. Would Lily want to stream? No, we're gonna play Mario Party. I'm not gonna put her through that. Where you heading, Chris?
Gabby and Paul's.
Mm.
We don't know where. We don't know if we're going to Gabby's, if we're going to Paul's, if we're coming here. I have no idea. So, just waiting. Oh, also, I should shower because I came back from the gym.
You ew. Just been sitting there getting ready to get ringworm.
What? I just jogged.
Nah, bro. You're half the problem, Chris. You're half the problem, bro.
It's fucking marinating. Isn't it hot in LA? Like, ugh.
No. It's hot in LA, but what the fuck do you think? You people. Do you know what a house is? Do you know what an apartment is?
So disrespectful.
Do they not have those over there?
You know what a house is?
People in Seattle just live in tree houses. All right? We don't even got glass on our windows.
Yeah.
You're cool.
We live in hills underneath the ground. We have like little hairs on top of our feet. We're quite fast but quiet.
Are you talking about halflings?
Yeah, we're hobbits.
That's scary as shit.
Or hayfoots, as they're called right now in a new one?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Little hayfoots.
Zura fucking stinks this weekend.
Huh?
Zura hasn't been good for a while.
Why hasn't it been good?
Zura, like he has not really served much of a purpose for a very, very
I
long
mean,
time.
if you don't have shit, it's good, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about deleting my warlock so I can make my hunter get his pinnacles faster.
What do you mean?
If you delete your warlock and if you have 3 hunters, you can get pinnacles. You can get 3 pinnacles for your hunter over and over again. And they can put on the army, get pinnacles from the other one, and then keep doing that. Like it'll take you like maybe like a week to get like what you call a max light.
Does that apply with like other classes? Can you do the same thing?
Exactly.
If you're
It's
3
the
warlocks?
same class.
Why do you have 3 hunters?
It's just to get the pinnacles quicker. Or per class, not character, yeah. So you can get like
He just explained it to you.
yeah, it's pretty simple.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird. No,
I
you
mean, so
can't
you can
swing. That
pinnacle
doesn't work
back.
anymore. Volan says it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, fuck. Bolin would know.
Volan would know, absolutely. That's why I
doesn't work
trusted it.
anymore.
I trusted it implicitly.
You don't trust me about highlight guns. Oh, I know you can do the guns. I didn't know if they took out the fucking having 3 of one class. That sucks. and just regrind up my fucking Warlock again because I don't really mind playing Warlock that much.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of it. Never been.
I don't know what your Pinnacle concerned with, or whatever Pinnacles you're concerned with. Rating. Oh, for trials and shit.
I remember the Warlock was the most exciting class to me, too, when I was starting out. I remember being like, ooh, what's this?
What's a good kinetic SMG? The Mini Mach. Mini Mach is very good. Also the Huckleberry.
How much can you bench? I don't know. It's been a long time since I benched anything. I
Yeah,
don't even remember what it was.
I like the Mage class. Warlocks are fine. I play Titan now. My favorite will always be Hunter.
I liked Hunter a lot in D1. Hunter was like my go-to. I hated the Titan in D1. He's just like so like ugh. But then D2 came out, and Vanilla D2 had the worst Hunter I've ever used. It was just such a shit character.
They were not dope in the Vanilla D1. They were not dope at all.
And the Titan was like way better in every way, and then just like I put
The only good thing about them was the Golden Gun, but then the fact that you die so quickly in Golden Gun always bothered me, bro.
Yeah, you're very fragile.
I hated that shit. You die in Golden Gun. Literally every other super gave somebody some sort of armor except for Golden Gun. And I thought that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Shit would irk me, dude.
When I started ignoring the loot aspect of Destiny 1, I started enjoying it a lot more. Yeah. Because it's just an enjoyable game to play. But if you're constantly chasing loot, then it's like, kind of becomes a chore.
I'm the opposite. That's what I like about Destiny. Like, I like the loot to make more builds. Like, I love the fucking whole build aspect of the game.
It's cool now, but like for a while, that was not really an interesting part. Golden Gun had infinite range on, so no super armor.
That's so stupid.
That does kind of make
You
sense.
could Dawn Blade Vault. You could just throw a Dawn Blade up into the air and kill somebody because it'll land and kill them. Or I've seen Chris throw a hammer up and it killed 2 people later on. Like, that's not a good enough reason.
No, but that's not instant though. I see what he's saying. You can basically like snipe people to death from across the map with your super with it.
To the point that they literally gave them armor. Everybody was like, yo, it's so dumb how I get Golden Gun, I have to cast it, and then someone can run up on me and just shoot me with a shotgun.
Against top tier players, Golden Gun is one of the most frustrating to go up against. I still maintain that Dawn Blade is just the worst.
Yeah, I still think it's Dawn Blade.
Because Dawn Blade, it would be one thing if everything about it is overpowered. Like the blast,
you cast it faster. You fucking.
Why it's bad? It's overpowered.
You cast it faster. The Warlock has infinite flight.
You have armor on your fucking hits. You have a seeking exploding projectile. What else? You can fucking heal from it if you use like the dive one. Dawn Blade may now have been nerfed into the floor because of how overpowered it was, but there was a period of time where Dawn Blade was just a cancer, dude. Dawn Blade, Spectral Blade, and fucking the Hunter, the Lightning, what's the name of the Titan that the Thunder Crash? Not Thunder Crash. What was it called?
Blade Dancer?
No, the Titan that slams the floor.
Thunder Crash.
And then runs around as like a fucking
Fist of Havoc.
Yeah, those things were ridiculous. The Spectral Blades was stupid too. Don't get me wrong. That shit was pretty bananas.
The Fist of Havoc is weird because in the first game that was just like a.
That's it. That's all you did. You hit the ground.
Yeah.
They were like, let's give him a roaming super, and it's like, why? That's such a good shutdown. It should be something that kills anybody.
Is Warframe better than Destiny if you don't like spending money on expansions? I don't know. I don't know anything enough. I don't know enough about Warframe. All I know is that I played it a little bit and it didn't really grab me at all. End of Year 2 Crucible was so bad. Crucible's never been good. The second you just like accept that Crucible's just a mess, you'll have a lot more fun in it.
Just go there and try to fuck somebody. Try to use the crazy you can on somebody. That's all you gotta do.
Playing Halo and Destiny at the same time, like Halo's got a lot of problems, but like the PvP is not really one of them in a lot of ways. And just going back and forth has me like, oh yeah, that's right. This game,
They're different games.
They're very, very different.
Like Destiny is an RPG. It's an RPG shooting game. You know, you're gonna get the fact that there are so many kinds of guns, and you have no clue what your opponent's gonna be using. You just have to guess. It's just, it's so. I think Iron Banner is just terrible right now, but that's just me. I do like playing it, but I don't go into Iron Banner really expecting to get anything crazy done. I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna play this and try to enjoy myself.
I'll do a round of Infinite, I guess, because I got that time.
It never will be. Of course, it doesn't. Destiny has way too many variables to be balanced.
Yeah,
Yes.
it can't be. You can't balance Destiny.
You can't have a balanced
You can
RPG.
you can balance it in a sense that it's not like, you know, chaotically. You know, it's not like, oh, the hunter has 1,000,000 health and the warlock doesn't do any. You know what I mean? Like, there's a way to balance it generally, but you'll never have like a perfectly balanced Destiny 2, which honestly is fine.
So taking it seriously and sweating. I don't know, man. I like Destiny. I try not to sweat. I just use like decent builds. Like I don't fucking like. I could do the thing where I get like the 4 100s, but I'm probably gonna do that for every class. Probably
Right.
gonna do the thing where I get the 4 100 stats. I might stream that. I'll probably stream when I have to get like 4 discipline, 400 speed, mobility, discipline, strength, and resistance. But I don't do it. It's not necessary to do. But I probably should farm that eventually. That's just useful to have.
That's weird. Duplicated the text chat.
I reached Legend in Comp once and to get the Not Forgotten, and that was it. Dude, I got the Not Forgotten the day before Witch Queen came out. The day before it was getting like rotated out, I got it. I was so happy with myself. Not Witch Queen, the day before Beyond Light came out. I fucking grind. I was literally in my room screaming the most obscene shit. And I finally got it, and I was like, thank you, Lord. Watch me stream Destiny, bro. I'll tear you up, Jake. Have put money on it. Actually, you wanna talk shit?
Oh yeah, that'd
Put
be
some bread on
awesome.
it.
That would be great. Do an actual 1v1 in Destiny.
Put some bread on it, bro. Go ahead. I could mean that you win some more money. I will use the most fucked shit on you, and you'll have a horrible time. You'll have a terrible time.
Gotta get my controller.
It's like whenever Jalen talks shit about Smash Bros, and I'm like, all right, bro, put some money on it, Jalen. Come on. You're so confident, my friend.
I know you're not gonna be on forever. Are you guys gonna be on like late?
I'll probably play.
All right.
What's your main class? My main class is probably the Hunter. I've been playing a lot of Titan lately, but Hunter's probably my main. The mountaintop journey was really, it was a real journey for me because I didn't understand how GLs worked at that time.
Grenade launchers?
But grenade launchers are actually really easy to use, but at that time I just didn't know how they worked. So I was constantly
I
doing
still
like
don't
dumb
really
shit.
like them.
I like the wave flames. I don't like the what you call it. I don't like the I like wave flames and then implosion ones. The precision ones are dog shit.
Yeah, I'm not big on them.
The mountaintop is very worth it though. That's such a good fucking gun. I'm pretty sure you can get it from a kiosk now though. You don't gotta fucking kill yourself to get them anymore.
That would be fun. It would be fun to host a little tournament. A 1v1 between you and this guy.
The mountaintop recluse meta, that was a painful period of time for Destiny, bro.
Remember that terrible circle map?
Yep, the one they just run around with. You just use the arc. What you call it? You use the Joker, or the hard light, and you would kill people by mistake.
I hated that map. I'm so glad they took that fucking thing out.
Oh yeah, everybody gets smoked. You can't go into the game expecting to win all the time.
My money's on JCav though.
All right, bro. Yeah, get his zeal up. Get his zeal up so he plays me.
Yeah.
Earn the most kills to win. Then contact the authorities.
God, I love Fiesta BTB's great. I love this idea.
To solve them and play Destiny.
They must seek medical attention.
They poked me in the stream to show me his build, so I can figure out which one I'll PvP. Yeah, that's another fucking hard thing to do, is to figure out like, what should I use? This thing is good at PvP. It should be good at PvP, and then you're like, oh, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's a very different.
It doesn't work at all.
There's such insanely different metas. It's ridiculous. That's why the loadout system is gonna be so nice.
Oh, using Dead Messenger? That's crazy. That's a good use of weapon. Well, I can share it via dim links. I'm gonna do that. None of them are really that amazing. It's just like an exotic and like high level, like high stat armor. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the grind for the max, the 4 stat armors.
Do not exceed noise restrictions.
Okay, there we go.
I want to do another raid. I fucking love the King's Fall raid. It was so cool.
Damn it, my fucking camo ran out. Chris, will you have sex with Paul on stream to speedrun your Twitch channel growth since Twitch won't ban you for it? Nah, man. Those days are behind me. Having sex on stream? I don't do that anymore.
I don't fuck on stream anymore. I don't like men's no more.
I am delivered. Such a classic video. And it's just this poor man having a fucking life crisis.
In front of a church.
Pedestrian eliminated. Ground vehicle.
Jesus Christ. I am delivered. I don't like men's no more.
Oh, damn it. No, I didn't realize there would be a guy there. Fuck me.
I feel like everyone in Iron Banner is up inside of each other. You can't get any single interactions.
I used the Kava Stab for all Destiny raids just to feel something. That's, I mean...
Why would you do that to yourself? Your team must have been screaming at you, bro. What is wrong with this guy?
Using a fucking Kava Stab?
Bro, please. Just put on a divinity, please, dude.
Any other weapon, please.
You bring the last word to a raid and everybody's like, what are you doing? What are you doing right now?
That would be an absolutely insane thing to do. It's Wraith time.
They're definitely better on PC, but I just don't.
Who's better on PC?
There's people like people on PC are better, but it's usually just like
Highway safety.
it's just the way they play is different.
Oh, damn it.
Learn mouse and key. Every time I die, I take one Viagra. Jesus Christ. Fucking crowning over there, bro.
Okay, made it out of there alive somehow. That feels impossible.
Or kicked in person.
fuck hit me?
Jesus Christ.
There we go. That Wraith health is, yeah, the vehicles are so fucking weak. It's such a shame. Like, I don't know how they haven't patched that out yet. Because it's such a huge fucking problem.
That's Talak. Dude, the Talak was broken, man. They let that gun in the game. Oh, that's crazy.
What gun?
It was the Warlock gun that if you had your super, it was a pulse rifle that if you had a full super, it would shoot like an assault rifle, but it would still have a pulse rifle's damage.
Ground vehicle. Requisition.
What's the class-based exotic weapon? That shit must be really cool. I feel like that's gonna happen eventually again too, but like the Ace of Spades is like hunter weapon only. Then they had the Talak, and then they had that weird LMG for the Titans.
Yeah.
Highest rated kebab in the region.
So I was gonna drive. Chris, did you manage to get a thumbnail ready?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pump the episode right now. Once again.
That was cool. That was a cool little fucking adventure. Oh man.
Just be honest. What the fuck is this? This thumbnail is insane. This is actually out of pocket. Holy shit.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Nah, it's great.
ID. Stand back.
This is Jakers, bro. Bigly, furly, molly, and diamond. Never miss a chance to have too much fun. In town, for I'm watching the segment for everyone.
Ah, we won?
Patreon is broken, that shit. Patreon's broken as fuck.
Isn't it great?
This shit is so bad.
Don't you love
bro.
the fact that like one of the biggest platforms in the world doesn't work properly?
What happened to it to make it like this? Like it just horrible all of a sudden.
I don't know. Websites in general are just so much worse than they used to be. It's insane.
Like it's wild how not.
I only have 45 gigs of RAM. I can't run Chrome. Sword versus hammer, the most inconsistent combat encounter in yeah, it's really frustrating. The only reason it's not as frustrating as it could be is because that encounter really only happens in game types like Fiesta, where the pressure is kind of low already.
That guy ran up in my face, so I punched him. Got scared and shit. Don't fucking frighten me, bro.
I have genuine secrets on the new Battlefield. The one that Marcus Lato is making over at Ridgeline.
Don't fucking frighten me, bro.
Because I know a lot about that one. Remember when Amazon was rumored to buy EA for like an hour before the rumor got squashed? No, but like, I tune that shit out all the time anyway because there's always some rumor that someone's going to buy something. Like, whoa, did you hear fucking Ron Jeremy is going to buy Nintendo? It's like, all right.
Elon Musk buys Microsoft.
That's crazy.
Turn to the fight.
Oh, great. That's wonderful. Try this again. Very cool to see the loading screen or the multiplayer menu not working. Battlefield is a failure of a series. I don't know.
I wouldn't go that hard.
They can always come back, but it's been rough for a while. Battlefield 5 was not great, and Battlefield 2042 was a disaster. Battlefield 1 was awesome, though. I loved Battlefield 1.
How? No.
There's no way I didn't punch him. That's crazy.
Ah, damn it. I hate this map.
Action load of shit.
Turn to the fight.
Oh, my sensitivity is way too high on PC.
Out to seize the enemy.
Am I at 10 on here?
What are you playing?
What the fuck? I'm playing Destiny right now.
Oh, this is a weird fucking game type. It's just skewers and rockets.
Yeah. I played it for like a game. I turned it off. It looked boring.
Yeah, I'd rather they just do Big Team Fiesta. What do you have to say about Battlefield, my guy? We probably won't do anything with it. This is not a fun. This is a terrible. The happening is just action sack. Yeah, but it's like really weirdly limited. Like I don't. The skewer is the coolest weapon in this game. It's one of them, but like not for everybody to have. You know, it makes more sense for this to be a big team battle, like vehicle heavy. Like the issue with the skewer, the issue with making everybody spawn with a skewer is that the skewer is best against vehicles, but if everybody spawns in a skewer, no one's gonna want to get in vehicles. Because why would you? You're just gonna get fucking immediately skewered.
And everybody's scared.
I hope they don't bring back the Spartan Laser. The Spartan Laser sucked. It was cool in campaign, but like multiplayer, it was so frustrating to fight against.
You get lasers like a person lasers. You're like, I'm a guy, dude. I'm one guy. You don't have to do that to me. Ooh, what the? People are getting annihilated. Iron Banner's crazy right now. Jesus.
Yeah, the skewer is just an instant Spartan laser. Putting the Spartan laser in this game would be redundant. They need to add the Halo CE shotgun is what they need to do. Uh...
Of course I am. Nothing's ever simple in this game.
The lead is yours.
Chris, that thing you need to get a look at for the in the email.
Oh yeah.
Give it a quick scan over. I'll do one tonight, and then hopefully by Monday we'll have it sent in.
Okay.
Inside, outside, upside down.
That was fucking perfect.
Fucking tummy. Living la vida loca.
You've lost the lead.
This audio file. Let me go to my pictures type of shit.
The lead is yours.
They should remake ODST. Nah, ODST still looks good. They should. I would love a sequel in some way, but they kind of fucked it up. Because they did that in the book already.
Wheels. En route.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Victory is within reach.
Oh no, Patreon, come on. That website's so fucked, dude.
Yeah.
It's so fucking broken. It's wild. I don't know what they did to it.
They just constantly fuck it.
It's crazy, dude. So dope is just not reading the audio file. Listen to it. That's so cool. Hope it's just not reading the audio the file.
Victory. Your team has come out on top.
Hey, we did it. Alrighty. We'll do one more. Hopefully we get a big team fiesta.
What is happening right now? Computer.
I have mad respect for you still playing this game. I got bored of it after I finished the campaign. Just plays really good. Helps that I'm also pretty good at it, so. 1v1 Mint Blitz? Nah, Mint Blitz is on another level. Mint Blitz is a fucking psycho. I don't know how he's that good. To shreds, you say? Is that a Futurama reference?
Capture all zones to score.
Total Control Fiesta. Oh, that's fun. I like that. I like that idea. Okay.
1 through 3.
Not my favorite.
Thrusters firing. Nominally. The
Not a
enemy is
fantastic.
capturing a zone.
Not a fantastic loadout.
Capturing. Zone captured.
We're talking shit about.
Your enemy is nearing total control.
The enemy's nearing total control? How? I'm so cool. Oh, fuck. This is the,
The enemy is capturing a zone.
This is that weird sniper.
Precision objective achieved.
Total control.
Damn it, they got
for
it.
the enemy. You got new zones incoming.
Damn it, I didn't see the sword guy. Fuck me. That's the Hape Shot sniper, yeah. I thought the Bungie anniversary content was cool. I thought it was fine.
New zones are ready for capture.
An ally claiming a zone. The enemy is capturing a zone. Zone captured. An ally's claiming a zone. Unable to calculate weapon origin. An ally has captured a zone. A team member is capturing a zone.
Your team is
God, I love
close
that
to total
slide.
control. Your team has total control. You got new zones incoming.
Ground vehicle requisition.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. So it wasn't letting me upload it as a WAV file.
Why?
I don't know. It's never done that before. Does Patreon not take WAV files anymore? Is that fucking...
No, no. That should not be the case.
My WAV file won't upload. It will not upload it at all. It won't even do the processing of it.
Well, I don't know what that's about, but that
Hunter
can't be real.
proficiency increased.
So it's something. I feel like they upgrade their things and don't know what they're doing. So but this will be better. And they'll be like, you sure? Like, I think so. Fucking stupid.
Total control.
An ally has captured a zone.
Okay.
I'm gonna Diddy Bob Dugas Lazy and Beer soon. I'll see you. You gonna come over tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Swing by tomorrow. Later, man.
I just didn't want them to have the sword or the sniper rifle. I'd rather be at the bottom of a fucking cliff. This will be the last game, and then I'm out.
An ally's claiming a zone.
Your team has total control. You got new zones incoming.
Another one down.
Oh man. Okay. This is a bad loadout. This is bad.
New zones are ready for capture.
Hostiles are capturing a zone. Please retain control. Hostiles are capturing a zone.
Yeah, dude. Heavy vehicles spawning at the beginning like they used to. It's so nice. God, I'm getting shafted on the equipment. Like, I keep getting garbage equipment. Ugh. God. The drop wall's so unfun.
Capturing a zone. An ally's claiming a zone. A team member is capturing a zone. An ally has captured a zone. An ally's claiming a zone. Zone captured.
Killing spree.
Raucous commendation. Ground vehicle delivered. Confirmed.
Windshield wiper. Double kill. Victory.
Your
All right.
team has come out on top.
That was that. Not bad. Alright guys, this is gonna be it for me today. I'm gonna be heading out. So thanks for stopping by. Quick stream, quick little one. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. New video will be out very, very soon. Definitely this coming week. So look forward to that. And bye-bye. I'm gonna switch to a different we're not going live soon, but I just don't have another. I just don't have another. I don't have another image.